It's happening!
Oh.
Welcome to session 18 of the seasonal arc. The title of this session is Them Bones. I'm Clint the DM. I have with me a wondrous assortment of individuals.
Everybody's here.
Who are all these people?
Everyone's here for the first time in a while.
I'm Kevin. I play Domnal, the human fighter monk, and he's getting too old for this shit.
I'm David. I play Karnan, the male variant human fighter, level 10.
I'm Chase. I play Canathar, the level 10, really should be level 7, human fighter.
I'm Andrew. I play Uriel, the human fighter.
And I'm Jacob. I'm playing Turok, the Goliath fighter.
I'm Kyle. I'm playing Cassius, the human rogue ranger.
Didn't you mean fighter?
We're very diverse.
It's totally diverse. You
The
guys are
ranger
great.
that uses...
I'm a Goliath.
Or DM
I'm
hamstrung
different.
us.
It's true, I did.
So have you dropped the swashbuckling title?
For now, there's no water. We're leaving the water behind.
Alright, so, some stuff happened last time.
Stuff did.
Andrew, Jacob, and Kevin were here for that. So, if you three would like to do the recap.
Yeah. So, we were traveling in the desert, and some stuff happened. It was some of your guys' birthdays. No one that was here.
Yeah. It's whatever.
And so we celebrated those birthdays in the desert, and eventually we ran into... we were on our way to...
Mennum.
Yes. And on our way, my spear kind of started doing this weird little jig thing where it wanted us to go to a place nearby Mennum, but not quite Mennum. So we followed my spear and it vibrated us toward this little town called Summer's End. Summer's End was weird. You guys want to talk about it?
Yeah, it was like a city. It was completely walled in, just on the tippy edge of society. Like they were right on the edge of the fertile region. And what was special, they were growing these sedative plants all the way around their walls, and they were like known to be used in medical, like anesthesia purposes, things like that. And then we came in, we talked to them. Everybody was like completely high on them, just all drowsy and mellow. They all dress exactly the same. So I immediately said they were a cult. And, we went in and there was like some back and forth. Everybody was super weird. We went to the inn and we talked to that guy. He was kind of nice. He kind of explained the whole thing to us. He said they were socialists and they all worked together. And then we met his dad, and his dad was like, hey, we don't do weapons, but if you want to do weapons, that's cool. Just don't do weapons on us. And then,
We're gonna do a weapon!
so then we went to bed, and there were these tubes that went up. And
Domnal totally trusted these guys. How did you real openly feel? Like I'm like, yeah, whatever. They're just socialists.
Like I suspected something, but I trusted them. Like it wasn't
Same here.
enough to.
Okay,
I was
yeah.
like,
They were off,
weird,
but I'm like, yeah, we're good.
they're okay, you know.
Soviet summers and guns, do you?
I trusted them not at all.
Which led you
Soviet
to
Plenum.
And then, I kind of examined the rooms, and there was these pipes that came up into our room. And then we asked the guy about it, and he said, oh, it's just so I can yell up him when it's time for dinner and stuff.
which you
And
did.
I was like,
He did.
bullshit. So I stuffed all my clothes into my pipe. And then, we went to bed, had dinner, and then everybody woke up with gas in the room, and I woke up with less gas. Then they were doing they had like a big furnace out in the foyer.
Whatever town.
The
town square.
The
Town square.
square. And they were burning stuff and like throwing the dried weeds into it to make it all smoky.
Yeah, like the whole bottom of the town is filled with this hallucinogenic drug that they're all immune-ish to, and we're not at all.
Yeah, so they were trying to put everybody to sleep so they could murder us. But I woke up.
They weren't gonna murder you.
They were gonna set us on fire or something.
I like it.
They were gonna.
They were very adamant that they weren't going to murder us.
It's probably
but they-
part of some cleansing, Jacob.
Yeah, they were
They
going
had
to
one
put
of
us
the
to
stories of
sleep
Golden
and then
Flame.
give us to the god
And they
of
would,
summer.
yeah, the
or
goddess
whatever.
would kill us, but they would like touch you to the active spear.
They were
the
killing
goddess
us.
is killing you. We're not killing anyone.
They were sacrificing us for sure.
So yeah, we all got up and woke up and all that stuff and kicked everybody's ass.
We
Killed like 2 people.
Yeah, we killed the
killed
town elders essentially, right?
The headman of the town and Komoven.
And then we were hoping that
Who
they
were
may-
apparently gay, but that's not why we killed them.
That's not why we killed them.
We
That's-
didn't even know. We didn't know. This came up after the fact. Had nothing to do with that. Wow. And then, so we dealt with that. Everyone else ran away screaming. We were
no
convinced.
weapons. No, they don't have
No
any
weapons. Yeah, they
yeah.
legitimately didn't have any weapons. So then we tore apart like the village elders' home because we were convinced
There's something here.
there's something here, and there wasn't.
He's just crazy.
So then we followed my
This guy's yelling
spear
this whole time. What are you doing?
through like you guys remember we were in the Sunless Ravine, tracking the dragon. So it's kind of like that, but a smaller version. So we're widening in and out this ravine, and then we find a cave, and then back in this cave where there's a bunch of charred bodies and melted flesh and bone.
Piles of ash like up to your ankles.
Like they've been doing.
We
this
found another
since
blade of bone and
ever.
flame, and my spear was like legit trying to like jump out of my hand almost. It can't, but you know that's what it felt like. And so I touched my spear to it, and my spear absorbed the other blade of bone and flame.
Andrew told me about that.
And now it does a shitload of.
So now I can deal like 10d10 damage. So it's or 10d8.
Before that, you also guys had a meet. You guys also had a meeting with the Guardian.
Yes, we did. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, shit.
So yeah, we went back to the House of Eyes.
We talked to that guy that we met in the last field that said he would be there,
He was there,
and he was there.
and he spent all of his points on upgrades. So like
Yes. Yep.
the copper golems, they're still copper, but now they have like
Ceramic
plating
plates.
armor.
To resist
Yeah.
heat.
Cause him.
Yeah, so they're learning from us. They're watching what we do, and they're learning the shit that we've done. So now they're like more prepared to deal with us.
Specifically.
So basically, every time we
Specifically-
go see the Eisman, it gets harder the next time. So we have to kind of be
So
smart about it.
we
if
didn't
don't
really
wanna
press
go
our
back.
luck in trying to get back to see the Eisman because he basically told us, "No, you're not doing it. We're gonna
So
kill
we
you
wanted
if
to
you
fight
do."
him again.
Because I just at least wanted to poke him a little bit with my spear. But we didn't because the Guardian basically told us everything we wanted to know, which I don't see why he
Maybe.
would lie to it.
Maybe.
So he's an envoy from the gods, essentially, and he's been programmed, I guess, for lack of a better term, to give us all the information that he deems necessary. So we thought the Shadow Monster, right? Right. we thought we needed to get into the Shadow of the Font. Yeah, I don't think that's the case anymore.
They pretty much said we'll die.
He said we'll die, and the creature that we're trying to save that we think is the god of winter is the Shadow Monster, which is a creature to them known as the Vekusu.
Mm-hmm.
The Vekusu. So it's just a creature that's, trying to kill us, and he basically said, yeah, the thing's going to fuck you up, especially in the Shadow Realm. So we figured we'd head to Mennum still, since we're, right there.
And there's an artifact around there. I can't remember which one, but we were thinking. I think the Bone and Flame we were heading over there for.
You guys.
Yep.
You guys. He advised you to keep the Guardian. The Guardian version 2.0 advised you guys to continue seeking the Blades and Bone of Flame. And he tried to fight Eisman to get a handle on where you could find one for sure, but all he could get was Millen and Goliath. And he said that you were already on track to one if you head to Mennum, which you did, and you got the blade.
We found that one.
Okay.
So there's also, wasn't the Visage of Ash down in
Yes,
this
he also
area?
said that you should seek out the
That's
tomb of
the-
Hashaka Tellardel, and you would probably, he thinks you would find the Visage of Ash.
We were going to talk to gosh dang it, the giant and introduce him to the Goliath guy. Last time I was there, we were going to take one of the Goliaths with us
That didn't
to
happen.
the giant.
That didn't happen.
Cyber Monday.
Maybe it did. Maybe it didn't. It didn't happen though. We did. Maybe you guys were going to, but I don't think we ever did anything with it.
Oh, okay.
One of
Just
those
fast
fishing
forward down in
Goliaths.
Asher.
The debate.
And we talked to
What's the
Crank
goal?
about
Just to
waking
Yes.
up some more giants.
Mm-hmm.
And he's pretty, said
When
pretty
he
much
came
like,
back, would he be smarter?
until you guys save the world, like, No.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really want to
Every time we
because
defeat
this
them.
world might be fucked. But then they're dead anyways. Like, or are they not? Can they just go back and just?
They'll just sleep forever, I think.
I should have.
I don't think the world will end, but it just won't be habitable.
It will for us, for the people that are alive.
Yeah,
But
but
they're in like super containment units, which will be fine. They'll just
But
sleep
if the
forever
world
underwater.
isn't habitable, and everything dies on it, and they're safe in these pods forever,
Yeah, it's not a very good life.
and
I would
that's
agree.
just it.
I would
Because
agree.
no one's gonna wake them up.
But
Because there's no one to wake them up.
there's a chance. What if
We
our
can wake
next
them up when September ends.
Kevin's campaign is going to be space travel, and we're going to jump to this world and wake up some giants. So.
Yeah, I'm just gonna undo everything canonically with Clint's done.
We're going to re-undo the seasons.
So that happened.
Yeah, so it was a really good session.
Yeah, had a lot of fun. Alright. So, it's the 19th of 8th month, 4033 BOS. Copy and paste. So, it's the 16th of 8th month. You guys just found a blade of bone and flame and promptly destroyed it by allowing Domnal's spear to eat it. You're outside the ravines where you found the blade of bone and flame. You're roughly, most of a day's travel south of Mennum, maybe half an hour south of Summer's End. Last night, you woke up in the middle of the night, fought off the cultists, etc., etc. We've been all over this. If you remember from last time, Kandara, Metris, Nema, and Gemba had all continued on to Mennum while you guys followed the spear south. Maybe you guys chat with, did you fire, it's been over 12 hours since you saw them last, because you went to bed, you spent the evening in the inn, and you spent 4 or 5 hours searching these ravines trying to find this passage place. Do you check up on them with a breaker stone or anything?
Seems like a good idea.
Okay.
See if they got lodging and they're safe. And
They're fine. They're at an inn called the Capering Cart Horse near the gate of Mennum, waiting in front of you guys. What's the next move? Do you guys want to go back to visit Summer's End, take a nap, meet up in Mennum, head out to the tomb, meet up with them on the road?
My vote's meet up with them in Mennum. I think Herb owes us some money. I want to talk about that. It might be a stud or two I want to buy.
Okay.
I don't want studs.
I'm good with heading to them.
But I can wait if everyone disagrees. If we want to go straight to the tomb, that's cool too. I don't want to take a nap here. That's what I am trying to get at.
Isn't the tomb on the other side of Mennum? So we'd be we basically might as well
Yeah,
go
do we
to
have
Mennum
to go
first.
through Mennum essentially to get there?
From your position here, Mennum's up here, and the tomb is way over here. So,
Yeah.
So essentially, it's not out of our way.
it's an hour out of your way, if that.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to Mennum then.
But it's a multiple day journey. So hour out of our ways.
Mobile.
Dave, your email's now on the internet. You're welcome.
Why? Don't worry, nobody watches this.
Nobody watches.
Yeah, but bots
Write down the time.
control that stuff.
What's the time?
But bots go through and scan that stuff.
We are at.
Get it.
Where's the timer? I can't find the timer.
Is it on the?
When everyone's waving their arms up in the air, that's
That's the part where we got it. Okay.
Save Dave.
Okay. Sorry, Dave. I didn't even think of that. But I'm emailing you something.
Oh, I thought you were right. I thought it was going in the thing of the stream. I'm like, hey, no.
No, we don't stream anything. So.
Well, I mean in the YouTube comments or something.
No. All right, you should be getting an email shortly. This is relevant because after
So you can do that.
your dragons have been steadily growing in size since the 6th of whatever month, 6th of 6th month. In the past 2 months, they're now about 5 feet long from snout to tail.
Gross.
And because of this, they've upgraded to medium-sized minis and medium-sized stats.
Yeah. you down here, guys? Actually, that's good. Okay, thanks.
All right. So you head up to Mennum. Takes an hour, a couple hours, most of the day, whatever. Most of the day, I believe. You re-enter fully the fertile region surrounding the cities. You start to pass through the regular towns that are not full of cultists. You're about halfway to Mennum from where you started in the ravines. You're starting to pass by other travelers coming and going, that sort of thing.
Are they gonna let medium-sized dragons into a town?
That's a really good question.
I just thought of that.
Are they going to tell the guys that have them no?
Also a good question.
So you're starting to pass by other travelers, and you can see the shape of the mile-high walls off in the distance, a couple miles north of your position. One of the travelers stands out. She's heading south, away from the city. She's a small woman, maybe 5.5 feet tall, lean and wiry, but in good shape. She's got long hair that's tied up into a braid. It's hanging down to the small of her back. She's wearing a brown tunic, brown trousers, sturdy boots, and kind of like a rope belt wound around her waist. She's got a pretty big backpack on her back. She doesn't try to engage in conversation or anything, but she does, "Hello, travelers," and "Hello, travelers" to other travelers, like that kind of thing. She walks by you.
That's fine. I don't know what to... Hey, we attacked your city. It's kind of fucked there. Just a heads up.
We only killed the 2 people. They can all go back. How much could we possibly have
That's true. We
disrupted
ruined
it?
like one house.
Yeah.
And
We killed people that lived there.
And we killed 2 people. That's it.
It was a matter of time before someone didn't get sacrificed.
That's true.
All right, so you move on to Mennum, and there's a bit of a line to enter the city. Now, there's also a lot more soldier, guard-type looking people roaming around the huge gate. Now that you've been to all 4 cities, you've begun to realize that the wall markings of the Lujgau on them, because if you remember, there's like pictographs or whatever of Lujgau, like sitting and reading and singing and dancing and all that kind of stuff. They're the same on each of the 4 cities. Like there's a picture of, there's like a pictograph to the left of the gate of like a healer, the lizard guys, like reading a book, and you, oh yeah, that was there at Cranham and Wasp and Millen. Okay, yeah,
Like precisely in like
yeah.
we
Like the
assume like
exact same-
precisely in the exact like distance on the wall.
Yeah.
From the door.
So and like it's not just that spot. It's like you can see like the huge walls a mile up into the air, and like you're starting to realize that all of these pictographs are in the same spots on each of the cities
Okay.
on the exterior
That
walls.
means if we find a secret passage, it's probably in every other city.
It's true. So, like I said, there are a lot more guards than in the other 3 cities. So the line is moving a little slower than when you entered the other cities. These guys are taking a little bit more care and like searching people and like,
Just checking for
checking
dragons.
for dragons and contraband and that kind of thing. They're a little more thorough. And it also seems like the camp of merchants and barkers and such outside the walls is a little more permanent. Like the structures are a little more permanent rather than like some dude at a table like yelling, "Hey, buy my wares! I'm an antiquities dealer. This is the blood of the summer queen." Like all that bullshit.
Hey, didn't we drink all that?
The guards of Mennum, you recall, are called enforcers. There's no real uniform appearance to them.
I feel like there's like 3 or more.
What?
I just said, didn't we drink all that? That guy's a liar.
These enforcers you're seeing, some wear light armor, some wear heavier hides, a couple wear chainmail. None of them seem to be like the heavy plate type armor guys. Like they favor lighter armors. Most carry swords, but there are some variation in terms of like heavy versus light blades. Some have dueling swords and daggers, that kind of thing. The one thing they do all have in common is a black tabard over their chest, whatever type of armor they're wearing. But each tabard depicts different heraldry. Some have like a cactus that's on fire. A couple have a pair of crossed dueling swords like rapiers. And three like a couple feet ahead of you in the line, like talking to people trying to enter the city. They have like a stylized red bird of prey, with like hilts of short blades in its claws and its talons. Any of you want to make a history check? Do any of you know anything about Mennum.
There's a chance I might. I'll make one.
Yeah, I mean, I might have heard something,
Nope.
but I've never personally been here. Yeah, no.
I'll ask them.
Who?
The guards.
Okay. You wait.
What
till-
do your different pictures mean?
So it becomes your turn, and these three guys with the bird of prey and the knives, they're starting to ask you your business in the city, and you just say, what are your tabards?
Yeah.
What's the bird?
Why do you get a bird on your tabard, but that guy's got?
We
a
serve
cactus?
Highblade Harkenmeth, the ruler of the city.
And well, who does he serve?
Where is she? Lowblade Horum. He's pointing to the cross-dueling swords.
So those guys serve Midblade.
I gotta figure out how to do it right.
We serve the Highblade,
For now, I'll just put it there.
Harkenmeth, Lady Harkenmeth.
Uh-huh.
She rules over the city. Below her are the 50 Lowblades.
Oh, so there's like 50 tabards?
I don't see how to do it.
51.
Right. So the cactus guys, the sword guys, those are all
The
different
Crowshank guys,
Lowblades.
the Sun guys, the Anvil guys.
Which
lot
one's
of
the one
guys.
that's the one with the cactus is the high blade?
No, the one with the cactus is Highblade Talab. The one with the bird with the blades clutched in its talons is Highblade Harkenmeth.
So those guys are like, you guys are cream of the crop then, right?
I mean,
Yeah.
we do okay.
You look tough. You look tough.
You look good.
Thanks.
Wink.
And I just continue this as the dragons walk through.
Okay. Is that what you're trying? You're trying to distract him with conversation to like Smoog and Hargar
If it
hide under
helps.
this.
Can we try to disguise them as a Crowshank?
They're not big enough yet.
They're not quite big enough.
Maybe they're baby Crowshank.
These are rare baby Crowshanks.
Scaled crow.
So do you guys want to do something like where you like are trying to convince Smoog and Hargar to like walk under the wagon as it rolls through the
No.
gates? You're just
What are they gonna do? Are they gonna try to arrest me?
they're not gonna let you. They're
They're
not.
5-foot dragons.
All right. You got it. Are those fucking dragons? Wait, hold up. Are those fucking dragons?
Yeah.
You can't bring those in the city. They're dragons.
What kind of crazy people would have dragons with them?
Clearly, this motherfucker.
Oh, you said dragons. No, they're not dragons.
What
It
a
takes the other two guys aside. And they're like, I think those are they're dragons. You're not coming in the city. Get out of line.
When's the last time you saw a dragon? Do they see dragons a lot? Or do they
10
stay away from
seconds
cities?
Not in this. They typically don't go in cities, but like they're.
They look
people,
like
people
a couple
know what they
miles
look
behind
like.
us in the sky.
Well, as you can see, these are much smaller than dragons. These are rare hunting lizards.
Hunting
If
lizards
you
from the
really want to
desert.
be technical,
As
they're
acid
dragons.
and like poison like drip out of their mouths, like
I assure you, they're for chasing game.
chasing game. Okay.
No, I'm even less chasing than tracking. They're not very,
Yeah,
they're
they're my
not very aggressive.
They're all
they're
bark.
basically
All bark.
tracking
No
As Smoog and Hargar are like tackling
at this point-
in line.
At this point, I'm gonna pull one kind of like off to the side. He's like, "Listen, my friend's a little special. He requires emotional support. He's really attached to the
By law,
dragons.
you have to let him.
I mean,
So the three guys with the
I'm gonna try to
bird
make a persuasion check. Maybe like
not even gonna be
excited by a bag of gold or something.
the three guys
Is there somewhere they could at
they
least
step
stay
aside
in the city and be
they
safe?
talk to each other and like and they go 500 gold.
That's it.
Don't say that.
Wait, I didn't say that.
Like, is there a spot that they could like at least be in the city and like
You have a dragon
a
keeper?
stable or something?
No, there's no stables for dragons.
Oh yeah, there was a dragon stable on
Black
third.
stone box somewhere.
Give him the 500 gold, Dave.
I'll give you 350.
500 gold.
Would I know any possible researchers in Mennum by any chance?
I doubt it. Based on Domnal.
These are here by order of Highblade.
Use
Herbert, no,
the
he's
Breaker
already in the
Stone.
city.
Contact.
We know Herbert.
I asked Herbert, but they don't know who Herbert is.
Use the Breaker Stone. Doesn't like Herbert have that or something?
So yeah, why this is all going on? Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Me and you will get on the breaker stone, but Herbert, you gotta know some like famous researchers in Mennum, right?
What kind of researcher?
Dragon research.
Dragons.
Dragon? I don't know.
Animal, anything related closely.
Naturalist, Timon Heska.
Okay, thanks.
We killed him.
Different Timon. Didn't pull that name out of my butt.
I'm sorry, friends. There seems to be some misunderstanding. We're taking these live specimens to Timon Heska. He's
This
asked,
is our fourth story.
He's asked for 2 live young dragon specimens that we're taking to him.
Heska. All right. Okay.
I'm sure you've heard of him.
Of course.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Hey, good job.
It was a group effort.
Now we gotta go talk to Tim and Heska and get him in the loop.
So,
Or we never come back.
He gets eaten.
this is well, since you're bringing live specimens, and they'll surely be killed shortly. Just 100 gold for your group to enter the city.
Oh, from 100 gold.
Oh, you do?
I say it's his dragon, so
Well, yeah, I'm not paying 100 gold for his dragons.
I'll pay part of it, but I'm not paying the whole.
Good, because I have 91, so.
I don't know what.
What, but all I would have to do is say I'm no longer part of that group.
I need
and
to
then
talk to
enter for
Herbert.
free. I'm not with these dragons guys. I don't know.
No.
I just
I've got 3,800.
Once I talk to Herbert, yeah, let's do this. Then we'll talk.
Because I don't ever buy studs. You guys all buy studs. I don't ever buy studs.
I'm gonna set for cash right now.
How do I have? Oh, that's right. We got paid. Okay.
So you paid 100.
Yeah.
Okay, he pockets all of it.
I figured.
What are your names? What's your group name?
Were they abandoned?
The abandoned.
Okay.
Should we?
the abandoned party.
I don't know if we
Wow,
should drive
7.
that name.
Yeah.
Might be a little.
Oh, the
infamous.
abandoned from the Great Games of Wasp. Yeah.
I'll give him
Carnage.
a belt buckle.
I'm one that.
You want a souvenir?
Is it
my
is this the
shield?
famous
I
belt?
spin around and show my shield.
Well, they don't know what the belt buckle means later, but they will. I gotta find a thorn.
All right, go on in. You guys have fun. I'll write you. I'll fill out all the paperwork. We won't hold you guys up
We
with
should have
that.
dropped that name before we paid 100 gold.
Yeah, we gotta try that every time.
The abandoned.
Apparently, we're a little more well known than we think we are.
Did you want to get them like fit with collars or something in case
And
they
you
get,
see, you see one guy's got like a log,
No.
a big leather
No, I
bound
don't
log
think we
book,
wanna
and
do that.
he's
No, I'm
penning
just
down
gonna see
names. And the
identify
other
him
guy's
on
like,
sight.
this is his name, and this is his
The
name.
dragons?
Pointing out
Yeah.
each of you guys, and
No, they got unique features.
yeah,
I know which one's which.
Yeah.
One's horned and the other one's.
No, they're
Horned.
both spiny.
They're both spiny.
Or,
Okay, never mind.
are they both spiny or are they both horned?
they're both spiny.
I thought they were spiny. Yeah.
Don't pet them. Don't pet them.
Yeah, spiny.
The spines are how they inject their venom.
Spiny.
Ew.
Into me.
All right, so you make it in for a small fee.
They're gonna kill people in here. They're gonna kill people in here.
Yeah, they're pretty excited. You want to make any sort of attempt to like, hey guys, chill out.
Yeah.
You should do that, Karnan.
Maybe yell, calm the fuck down, and giant or.
If now that our name is attached to these dragons, there's more at stake for us every time we visit a city.
Yeah.
It's just people.
Oh, you're the abandoned. You're the guys that brought the dragons into Mennum and killed like half the city, right?
and then just left and abandoned everybody to die.
They're only mutants.
Why do you think we picked that name?
So
It's fitting.
Yeah,
So
you know.
Smoog is kind of edging away from you guys. Like he sees like 4 Crowsank like hitched outside of a building just inside the gate, and he is like totally like a cat moving low to the ground. Like
So when we went hunting,
uh-huh.
brought some meat along with me.
Mhm.
You know, so I did giant. So I Smoog, come here. I throw him
just
a chunk of meat.
like a shark popping out of the water, just like.
Oh jeez, they're getting big.
This is gonna turn out so bad. I'm the worst person for them to have these things.
And there's like a kid standing on the sidewalk, like.
You should have done this.
Hey man,
This is gonna go to hell.
I'm all about player empowerment.
This is gonna be so bad.
If I was a bad person, I'd start cutting them into the shapes.
So then, like Hargar, like sees that Smoog has meat, and he starts doing the cat thing, like. like really low to the ground with his shoulders hunched up and like kind of like creeping forward a little bit behind Smoog.
And I tossed a chunk of meat to him too.
Like a shark.
Maybe we should.
And he kind of lands on Smoog, so now they're not fighting each other, but like their spines are just like clack 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 because they're rolling around next to
Make
each
a fucking
other.
racket.
And there's this little kid just like
Run away, little boy.
and like out from left field, this guard comes by and just like tackles the kid and like drags him away.
You shouldn't have done this. People are gonna die.
Oh yes,
You
definitely.
did this.
Huh?
You did this one. He was saying no.
Was he?
Yeah, the DM said no. These are dragons.
He didn't say no.
I didn't
the
say that.
guards did say.
He said this is a very bad idea.
Every NPC I have ever spoken as has said no.
We're dragons. Yeah.
It was fault. Maybe.
Maybe. All right. So you guys make a little bit of a fuss at the gate, but you get out of there, and Smoog and Hargar are sated. So, yeah.
I stop at the first butcher and buy basically his entire lot.
Okay. All right.
I thought you were gonna say you're gonna get rid of the dragon. Hey,
I ordered 10 dragon steaks.
You can't bring a fucking dragon in here. But yeah, mark down 50 gold worth of meat.
That's it?
That's a lot of meat.
That's a lot.
All of his meat.
Yeah, gold.
That's a pile of meat, dude.
Yeah, well.
It's a whole cart of meat. It's a butcher's cart of
One
meat.
gold will buy you 3 meals a day at an inn. So
Oh, okay. Well, he better go slay some more crow snakes.
Oh, signal.
Just cleaned his house out.
yeah,
Signal.
That dude's like loaded for like 2 months now.
yeah, he just made a pretty penny.
Signal.
He's actually retiring.
He's about to retire. 50 gold is a pretty good sum for a regular person that doesn't have to worry about buying magic items all the time.
Or just doesn't buy a magic
Or
item.
just doesn't buy magic items. So you enter the city through the same sliding Lujgau stone gate that you've seen in the other cities. You have your fun with Smoog and Hargar and the meat. The city is this. It's just as much a massive monolith of blackstone as every other city. The colors are a little bit different here. It's more subdued. This place has a similar problem to Cranham. Everything is iron with steel as an accent. That was Mennum's. Like Cranham is with tin and copper. Mennum is with iron. They haven't gone as fucking bug nuts crazy as Cranham. Like if you remember, Cranham was like hammering bronze into the wall around like the pictographs of like the Lujgau. But there have been efforts made to make iron pretty prominent. Like they're not putting boxes of iron over the Lujgau buildings like Cranham was, but you know there are there's a lot of iron construction everywhere. The people of the city are the same as the other three: dark hair, dark eyes. Some wear robes. There are turbans. There are laborer clothing. Just like the same riot of fashion and jewelry and all that kind of jazz. A lot more people are openly armed in this city. There's a lot of like dueling type gear, like short blades, rapiers, daggers, that sort of thing. There's variety too, like some people have axes, some people have clubs, all that kind of jazz, but it's much more about like swords and dueling, the way the citizens are armed.
Is it like a status thing?
Make a history check.
3.
3, okay.
Maybe.
Is there a tailor anywhere nearby?
Yeah, there's
Con
Taylor.
modifiers are the same.
I was gonna head there and see if I can get the. Well, would it be a tailor or an armor to get the dragon hide armor to fit me a little better?
Both?
Yes.
Yes.
I think you'd be fine going to either, like a leather worker or a tailor or a armor.
I'll hit up the tailor because I also want to see if I can get tabards made for.
Okay.
I want to see if I can get this made on a tabard belt buckle.
Are my dragons gonna like hate it for wearing
No.
clothes of their kin?
I've been wearing it since before they
You-
hatched, so
You should hire a leather worker to make a leather cap for each one of their spines.
If anything, it makes him more normal to them. Like they smell dragon on him, so they're like, "That's a dragon. We'll leave him the fuck alone."
Oh, okay. Well, at least you're safe.
Smart.
No one else is.
Like there's a certain element of you guys have consumed the blood of everlasting spring, which is the only reason this is at all feasible. I don't think I've ever told you that before, but that's the only reason this is at all feasible. You training the dragons. So there's a certain amount of leaving you guys the fuck alone from their perspective because you guys smell kind of lizardy.
That doesn't apply to everybody else.
We're the blood of the dragon.
Yeah. Like, if they were raised in regular dragon culture, they'd be all about, like, trying to chew you guys apart because you have the blood of everlasting spring. But because they haven't been raised by a dragon, they don't really understand, like, it's weird and you cannibalized their creator.
Good news for us.
That is good that they don't know that.
Yeah.
Don't let them talk to any other dragons. You're with those guys?
It's not a big concern. Their intelligence is only, like, 5 or 6 right now.
Dragons
So, like,
gossip.
it's going to be a while before they can, like, oh, hey.
Keith Ray's there right now.
So, you find a tailor. You do your thing.
Okay.
It costs an inconsequential amount of money.
Okay. How much to make enough tabards for
An
the...
inconsequential amount of money that's irrelevant for how much cash you guys have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bug her
We're
with
loaded.
Cashola too. I'm polite about it. You know, Herbert, hey, you know me, I'm getting old. I have a hard time keeping track of when we got paid last.
So you guys go to the Caper and Cart Horse to meet up with the rest of the party?
That's
Yeah,
what I'd like
if
to
that
do.
was a question.
So he does his tailor thing. Maybe you guys stop with him, maybe you don't. You get to the Caper and Cart Horse. It's pretty easy to follow the directions. Kandara, Metris, Nema, Jemba. Oh, Herbert's with you guys. Is Herbert with you guys?
I think we did. Yeah, I think we did actually bring him.
He did.
Herbert did come
Yeah.
with us.
Oh, yeah, he did. So
Because he wanted to go find the bone of flame. The bone of
So we
flame.
didn't
Yeah.
have to use the break.
How much gold do you need? Because I really don't feel like timing out all the money
Kevin.
right now.
I asked him for an advance then.
Okay.
I want to buy a fireball stud. I want to
Yeah.
replace my fireball stud.
Yeah,
Kevin.
you have an advance.
So he was with the party. We walked away and we talked to Herbert. This was the big. Hey Herbert.
Even better now.
I completely forgot about that.
The guards here.
He was on the other wagon.
Okay. Yeah.
Herbert.
Yeah, just document. Yeah. Herbert gives you an advance, whatever.
Okay.
We'll resolve it later.
Okay.
I don't feel like fucking with it. 'Cause
I'm good with that.
So, Kandara hugs everyone. Metris gives everyone a thumbs up to like, nice job not dying. Why are there dragons in the inn? Get them out of the inn! There are not supposed to be dragons in the inn, Karnan.
They're alright.
At this point, the innkeeper, who didn't really greet you and you didn't get the names, like just like steps back, closes the door that leads from his home to the inn, and just like you hear it lock, and you just
Hand wave. Nope. Get involved.
Not doing
So,
it.
have you guys do you guys fill them in on what happened in Summersend, or did you do that via Break Air Stone?
Yeah, they found out somehow whether it's
Okay.
now or on the way.
Everyone is pretty much like what the actual
Over
fuck.
dinner, yeah, we'll explain that whole shenanigan.
Everyone is pretty much like what the actual fuck. People still worship dead gods. That's fairly common, but actual crazy cults are like that do like human and Goliath sacrifice are pretty rare outside of like the flesh eater tribes. Everyone checks out Domnal's spear. Herbert takes this opportunity. Oh, yeah, he was there. Takes this opportunity, like he looks at the spear and like is sketching it out in his like big book of recollections and stuff. So
Does it look any different, my spear?
when it because the flame the carbon like flames
Yep.
along the edges now are surrounding the eye. You have a quick conversation with Herbert, and he's like, "Of course, you know, have an advance, whatever you need to improve the survival of the party."
That's what it's all about.
Definitely not being really.
Definitely not about
Flamingly
being able to shoot
powerful.
fireballs.
So it's getting kind of late in the day. It's maybe 8-ish in the evening. Night is still a few hours away. Do you guys have anything you want to do, or do you want to just eat and head out tomorrow, or what do you want to do? Do you want to go shopping? You
I want to
already
go
went to-
shopping. Yep. I want to ask Kandara if she wants to go with me.
Yeah, sure.
Leave it here for the city.
So you are looking for a fireball stud?
Yep.
Should we
How
leave it
many
place?
hours do you spend looking?
How many Kandara wants to? So you make that call.
Yeah, we'll go with.
As long as Kandara's enjoying her time.
We'll go with 2 hours. 2 hours. So
About as much as me I can handle too.
Oh, that was a D20 roll I needed to do. So.
Jesus Christ.
I literally have no idea who that came from.
You guys hunt around for a couple hours. All you can find is 1,500 gold for a 3rd level fireball.
I don't know if it's worth
You can check. You can
advance
check.
that high.
You can always go looking tomorrow before you leave. Try again.
How much is it?
1,500.
Yeah.
I'll spot you.
No, I know anyone will spot me. I just don't want to get gypped on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't. But
And that's the normal price. That's like the normal price.
maybe I buy on the way back since we didn't find. I buy Kandara something like I don't know what's the equivalent like ice cream.
Ice cream.
Oh, I buy Kandara some ice cream to enjoy together.
What flavor do you get for it?
Cherry.
Oh, cherry. It's been so long since I've had cherries. Thanks, Domnal.
I didn't know what flavors they were going to be.
I've got one
Superman?
more question to see if I could commission
Ooh, that
another
would be
piece
good
of work. I want to get a beacon, like a lantern, with this belt buckle on it.
No.
Like the belt signal.
What if you could just get it forged? And
I'm over the bit.
So you say it has the belt buckle over top of the lantern?
Yeah,
Is
like
what
this.
your
It would
goal
look
is?
like this in the sky. The belt
You
signal.
find a glass worker that says, well, you would just need an insert over. Like, do you have a bullseye lantern? Yes. You do.
Boy, do I!
Yes, we do.
So he draws you up
Get
a
to the
piece.
skull turn!
He finds like a sliding piece of glass, and he basically just puts like he basically scratches the glass into the shape, and then just rubs some dark dye or tape or something, I don't know, over it to make, and he just kind of like, there you go. I mean,
I'm trying to give us an icon we can be represented and recognized by.
But the only time we use it, it'll shoot up in the sky, and then that place will be destroyed 3 days later. It's the worst signal.
it is. So after 2 hours,
We have it.
Domnal and Kandara kind of return. He returns with this nifty new gadget for a bullseye lantern. So do you guys go to bed?
Yeah. Right.
What do you do with Smoog and Hargar?
Yeah. So, is there? What do they like sleeping on? Would be like straw or?
They don't really sleep on anything. Like, they just sleep wherever they feel like sleeping. They don't have like nests.
So like stones.
Stone's fine. Wood's fine.
What's the floor of the inn?
Wood.
It's probably not a bad place then.
Yeah, maybe put them in your room.
I still have 2 levels of exhaustion. You only lose 1 level of exhaustion every long rest.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
Search for.
Don't worry, it's
a
like 30
healer.
days to the tomb.
So yeah, I just try to coax them to sleep on the floor.
Okay, they're fine with it. Like, you throw more meat, and they're like pretty chill about it. They're like cats. You can tell they like being around you, but like they don't like to show it.
They're kind of like dicks, but
Yeah,
they
They
like
like-
you, but they're assholes about it.
yeah, they're assholes about
Yeah.
it. It's very much like withholding of affection.
Gotcha. I mean, I guess as long as I'm throwing them meat, they're fine.
Yeah, they're fine.
And then,
They roll around and they scratch their spines against the floor and stuff, and like that's all. The room is basically ruined.
I make a note to give the innkeeper some gold.
Okay, so it's the night of the 19th of 8th month. Domnal, you lay down to sleep. Your bed and the capering cart horse isn't super comfy, but in comparison to the desert, you've slept on worse. You're not sure why. You're not really fully conscious to experience it, but you just like you never really hit deep sleep. Like mechanically, you're fine with exhaustion levels
Okay.
and losing one, but you just never really feel that like really deep sleep, and you just kind of like spend most of the night tossing and turning with like just kind of like half conscious. Like if you've ever experienced sleep paralysis, like a mild version of that. And if you haven't, lucky you.
Have you?
Once or twice.
That fucking blows.
Oh, it's awful.
I've done it once.
Ugh.
I've done it.
Really? I don't think I've ever talked to anybody that actually has experienced it.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
So okay, I know that sucks. It's pretty am I aware of what's keeping me awake or
not really. You're not really fully conscious. You're just kind of like here's the edge of consciousness. You're still a little bit over here. Like, you're close to it, but you're still kind of asleep. And like you're just sweating profusely and tossing and turning, and it's like you're sleeping next to a bonfire, and the night crawls by, inching towards dawn, and the other guys can hear you like grunting and groaning and like tossing and turning and stuff, and eventually, not really feeling rested, you start to wake up fully, and you open your eyes and you lay there on your sweat-soaked mattress. You feel a hot hand press against the left side of your cheek, or against your right cheek, and it just kind of like that, like someone caressing your cheek, and then along your jawline, and it just kind of falls away.
hot?
And then you're awake, and you
got
feel
the
like
jungle
shit.
madness.
These limes for the medallion.
Now,
Yeah.
do you when Domnal gets up in the morning? Domnal's clean shaven, right?
Yeah.
Does he shave first thing in the morning, or does he go down and grab a bite to eat and then maybe shave later in the day, or
Domnal's not clean shaven.
he's not clean shaven? Okay.
No.
Okay. All right.
Your beard is singed.
Your beard is on fire. Your beard is fire.
We can say I decide to shave.
Okay.
Day.
So you look in a little hand mirror and you're like preparing to lather your face up, and the whole right side of your cheek and jawline is red and blistered.
Oh, fuck.
Bad day to shave.
Yeah, no, really looks like it. I'm assuming it's already fucked up, though. Yeah. Yeah, I still shave.
Okay. All right. A couple blisters pop and like ooze out and stuff, but
Hot.
you know.
Ugh. Alright.
Is this the first sleep he's had since touching the spear?
Yeah. So
Nice twist off, Jacob.
eventually, like you go downstairs and you realize that everyone else has
Here's
been
Ava.
up. You realize that everyone else has been up for hours. You have slept till probably noon.
Bunch of drinkers.
Really?
Yeah.
So I couldn't sleep, but slept later than everyone else.
Yeah. You tossed and turned for hours longer than everyone else. And Domnal joins you guys at a table, and the whole right side of his face is blistered and red and weeping. And Kandara, Domnal, your face!
Yeah, I'm not too sure what happened.
Bed bugs.
That's even through.
I haven't
Did
had
you have
sleep
the ring on,
paralysis,
or-
but had bed bugs.
I got you for your birthday.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's even through that.
Which ring was that?
I got him a ring of, was it
Fire resistance, wasn't it?
fire or cold? I don't remember.
I thought
I don't remember. Completely forgot about it.
So I figured it's the spear and it's a god, so it's like, oh,
I don't have it written down, of course.
Huh.
I think it was cold because I was getting prepared for the.
I think you're right.
Yeah, that would make sense. Preparing for that. So, it's now the 20th of 8th month, 4033 POS. Domnal's face is fucked up. You guys heard him grunting and groaning all last night.
I just assumed he's old, so like that's
That makes
normal.
sense. So, do you want to go looking for a fireball stud again?
Yeah, I still do.
Okay. How many hours?
Another 2.
Ooh. So, collectively, that's a 19. So, I can do math briefly. You managed to find one for 1,050 gold.
Alright, yeah, that's a $500 savings, so I'll get one.
Okay. All right. You have a shiny, brand new, 3rd level fireball stud. I think I said slud.
say sled?
You might.
I did say sled.
Well, it's hot. I think.
All right. Woo. Anyone else want to do anything in the city before you guys take off?
I want to sell my scale mail just because I'm not wearing it anymore. But
Okay. You find a vendor. You get 10 gold for it.
okay. And
I don't remember how much scale mail is worth, but I'm gonna say 10 gold.
It's nice scale, man. It's good stuff.
Anyone else?
I want to not buy any studs.
Okay. All right. It's the 20th. You've topped off your supplies. You've got 90 days worth of food and water. You start your journey towards the square V30 on the map and leave Mennum, heading kind of northeast up along the coast. Travel is pretty uneventful for the first couple days, but then the dragons start coming around again, and your Crowsank and Smoog and Hargar start getting freaked out again.
Wasn't there a thing in Mennum we were trying to get?
This is it.
Oh.
No,
The Visage of Ash.
that was the blade.
Yeah, the blade.
The blade that we got last time in Summer's End.
Okay.
So, I mean, are they still sated by the food I give them?
Oh yeah, they're just freaked out because there are so many extra dragons like harassing you guys and trailing you guys, and
Well, there's more dragons.
yeah. There's the dragon. It's pretty noticeable that the dragons of the world have started to become attracted to the blood of summer in your veins. So you guys have been harried by dragons every time you're in the desert. So they kind of
Negatively attracted?
Yeah. They're none of them have really like. The desert is pretty wide open, so like you guys see a dragon coming directly towards you, like
Kind of
Gemma.
go around.
Yeah, like you try to avoid it or like start shooting arrows at it.
We have a ready supply of food, guys.
Yes, you do. But the Crowsank are getting belligerent and stubborn. Smoog and Hargar are getting extra bitey and hissy, just like last time you guys were in the desert. How do you manage the Crowsank? Do you just use animal handling again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's a good
I
way.
got that
Who
on.
wants to make the animal handling roll?
I'll check it.
Yeah, mine.
One of us.
What's yours? +3. It's also +2.
That's loading.
Like I
In
said.
defense, we're not really animals. These things are something much more.
Yeah, and I can't even handle animals. So how am I supposed to handle
17?
fucking dragons?
17? Alright, good. So how do you manage Smoog and Hargar getting extra bitey and hissy?
Slap them.
I mean, is there any baby Crowsank out there I can send them go after with them again? Let them tear some shit up? Or any kind of creature out there?
Yeah, you could find something. You just do that again?
Maybe take an hour or so and go out hunting with
Okay.
them and let them tear
You
some shit up.
you burn off a little bit of their energy doing that. So they calm down a little bit. They're a
Save
little less
their-
feisty.
Energy of
They're still obviously freaked out by
all the big dragons.
all the bigger dragons that are coming around.
How big are they? Large dragons?
Some of them are large, but most of them are medium. They tend to be younger dragons coming in from the desert, kind of tracking you guys. Nothing that's ever really been threatening because you have several archers in the group, Kandara, her two cousins, that sort of thing. So like anything that comes near you gets plugged with arrows pretty quickly. And the desert, as I said, is pretty flat and wide open in this area, so like you see everything coming.
Plugged with arrows isn't killed.
Yeah.
Or I'd assume at
Maybe
least
we
shot
could
enough until they
hobble
turn
one
away.
or two for you to hunt.
So we didn't really get into it last time, but dragon scales are valuable. Most desert animal products are. It's very valuable to tribes who don't really have access to the furnaces of creation like the cities do. And typically, like, dragon leather is tougher than Crowsank leather. Dragon scales are tougher than, an equivalent material.
So like dragon leather.
Just like the Nashir tribe was making like everything out of like these thick, durable bones from sea creatures. It's kind of the same principle.
So would it be like the same equivalent of like say chainmail?
Yeah, thereabouts. The point is, are you guys skinning the dragons? Are you like making an effort to collect the scales and that
How
sort of
heavy
thing?
are they?
We have wagons, right?
Yeah, you guys have wagons.
That's true.
weight's
So we
not
have
really
basically
an issue.
unlimited storage.
I'd say
I mean,
yeah, to the
okay.
point that it gets like a
Burdensome.
burden.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to get another wagon just for
Is
dragon
anyone
scales.
proficient in like leatherworking or leatherworking tools?
I am actually.
You are.
Yes.
Ooh. Would you like to make a leatherworking check or something for me? Twice, actually.
Sure. So it's just gonna be proficiency plus the check.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we do anything with the giant turtle?
Classic.
With the what?
Natural
We found a
one.
giant turtle.
Okay. What's your bonus?
You were there.
4.
Okay. So okay.
I
The
don't think we did anything with
last
it.
time during your desert journey,
And we
you
just
got
left
roll 2d10.
Crank has like a ton of turtles now.
Would that be listed
Yes.
in?
He has a ton of turtles.
No, I was talking about. I was going to talk
2d10
to.
as in
Dice,
percent or
vehicle.
2d10?
Just 2d10.
I was going to talk to Craig about fashioning the
4 plus
fishing gadget.
11.
4 plus 11. All right.
4 plus 7.
7. So you guys have 11 scales from your first desert journey where you were harassed by dragons. Someone document that.
We document
11 scales.
11?
From
And then roll 1d20 plus your proficiency again.
5 plus 4.
All right. 3d10 this time.
That makes my day. Wish I had a pan flute.
15.
So 26 total dragon scales.
Nice.
They're valuable in the cities as more of a, and towns as more of a curiosity than anything else like practical. So they're only worth about 5 silver in the cities and towns.
Oh, really?
They're worth about 1 gold each to or equivalent in trade in the desert.
We should wait. Give
So-
it to a tribe in the desert.
I would have
I'm
thought they
ready.
were worth more than that.
Yeah. But these are, like I said, these are
Pretty
typically
common.
These are typically medium dragons that you're fighting. These are younger dragons that are maybe a little bit
Little
older
softer.
Not
Scales,
as
maybe.
elegant scales, yeah.
Yeah, like the dragon mother that you guys fought. There was some serious value in her scales.
26.
So
And we left him laying in the desert.
we did, except for the head,
And the eggs.
and the eggs.
And the eggs, right?
So, yeah, it's not a lot, and it's probably not going to be super helpful given how much cash you guys have, but it's something I felt worth mentioning. So, it's about 550 miles to the tomb of Hashaka Tellerdo. Many days pass. Many days. The dragons slow you down just because they're causing stress with the crowsank. You guys lose about 7 days of travel.
Holy
It
fuck.
slows you down. It's a long travel. You're constantly like hassled by dragons. So even with a very good roll, there's still a definite effect on slowing you guys down. So the journey takes almost 40 days instead of about 30. Is
Wow.
what it ends up being.
They'll be worth it someday? Question mark?
Not Smoog and Hargar, the other dragons.
I was
okay.
thinking
Yeah,
I
was
it
thinking
was
his
right.
Yeah,
I'm glad you specified.
yeah.
I am too. Because I'm like, fuck.
So it's now the 26th of 9th month, 4033 DOS. It's about 9 at night. You're in square V30 on the map if someone wants to find a map that has a...
Wait,
Are
I think
those-
we have one.
those
No.
not the new ones.
Let's go.
Oh, hey, whoa, I don't... Do I not have it?
Who knows where we are?
We're lost. We're all
Are we like here?
There we go. No, completely opposite end of the continent.
Damn.
Square V30 would be about... Here?
So like right here.
Right in the middle of that thing.
Right in the middle of this empty portion here?
Okay.
Right smack
Right about here.
dab
What
in the
city did we just leave?
Mennum.
We left Mennum, so yeah, it took us. So do we have to like go through the Pillars of Iron? Or near them?
I mapped it I mapped the most direct route, but maybe you avoided the tribe there,
We're not very popular with them, are we?
unless you really wanted to.
No.
We could have looked for that piece of the.
I mean, I could have
Yeah,
showed
the
how
adamant
fucking
armor.
much more badass I made it.
we could
So-
stop in.
I mean, we do owe them.
Stop in and say hi. We owe you an artifact, but not this one. So
is not
Herbert
the
is kind of directing the party now that you're in square
This
V30.
one was mine.
He has what looks like a very old and faded map folded into
Yes.
his huge tome of artifact-related bullshit. Earlier in the day when he brought it out, he explained that he bought it from an antiquities dealer in Milan as a curiosity when he was youth, and he kind of sheepishly, ashamedly told you guys that the past has not always been the mistress of my heart. There was a time, I am ashamed to admit, when I was more of a treasure hunter than a historian, albeit not a very good
Herbert,
one.
why are these pages sticky?
Inappropriate.
Wow.
So he's got this unrolled and he's kind of babying it and shading it from the sun and like brandishing his cane. It's Smoog and Hargar when they get up on him to investigate it. Domnal, about an hour ago, your spear ignited and she started looking east in the general direction that you guys are heading and kind of like vibrating in sort of north to south.
So this is a piece of her.
Yeah. She's picked up on something.
Never indicated anything else.
What is the Visage of Ash?
But I guess she's only
Makes
ever
sense.
indicated on one other thing, so we don't know anything.
So the map doesn't lead you guys right to the tomb, but between Herbert's map and the spear, you get a good idea of the actual location. And when you're in like the area, it's pretty easy to see it because there are these huge stone markers marking its entrance, and you can just drive about an hour right up to it. I'm assuming you do.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You've been keeping a good watch. You haven't been bothered by any dragons for the past couple miles. You use a spyglass. You don't see anything approaching. You look in there, nothing coming.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So at this point, Domnal, your spear she's gazing directly at the two stone markers that you can kind of see like over there about an hour away. And it's about 10 o'clock. The markers are these huge, like Washington Monument kind of looking obelisks. They're stone pillars about 75 feet tall, maybe 50 feet wide, which would normally stand out like amazingly in the desert. It's nice, straight thing, dark gray stone thing. Oh, hey, that's over there. But they're kind of in a deep depression in the desert. So you can only you're seeing like the very capstones of them. But it's a nice even slope, so your wagons aren't just like rolling down the hill or anything.
Right.
And you've moved from like cracked brown earth into like dark gray rock, like rather than just like cracked burned dirt. So you're pretty deep down here, and the markers have a rough texture of gray stone. It's easy to see they're meant to mark something, but they don't have like anything written or like etched onto them that you can see from this distance. I assume you guys approach, get right up on it. There's like nothing threatening down there. You see a big black, what you assume is Lujgau stone, like piece of rock flanked by like a rock face. So it's kind of like everything is like gray rock down here, and like in the face of the rock is this big black Lujgau stone gate, and there are these two obelisks flanking it. You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you can make any perception checks, you can roll right up on it. Herbert is very about let's roll right up to that gate and park.
Yeah, we don't see anything else. I mean,
Okay.
A lot of things are abandoned.
Yeah. So you approach. There are the obelisks. It quickly becomes evident that the Lujgau stone is actually carved into something not carved because you can't cut Lujgau stone, but it's. However, it was formed in the shape of like flames, like almost like a black stone bonfire is sitting here over this rock face. It looks kind of cool. I think it looks cool.
it's interesting.
And she is staring right at it.
Smash it!
The gate is about 30 feet tall, 30 feet wide. It's currently closed. Herbert is doing the whole historian with no sense of self-preservation thing, like
Walking in nose
getting
first.
getting ready to just make sweet love to the gate.
How do we get in?
Do you guys want to investigate the gate? Do you want to investigate the monoliths? What do you want to do?
If we look at the monoliths, is there anything of importance on it? Is there
Do you
like
wanna make a-
etchings or?
Do you get right up on them?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Make a perception check for me.
I think that's like 9.
9. Okay.
It's around there, whatever it is.
You kind of do a quick circuit around them, and they don't have any markings that you can see, but they have a scuffed surface to them.
Like they look intentionally like textured.
not textured, like abraded, like someone like something scraped against them.
Then they're
Like-
blackstone.
No, these are greystone.
Okay.
So like just maybe wind and sand over time, or does it look different than that? Than natural erosion, kind of.
I think it's something.
You got a 9, buddy.
Hey, this is weird, right, guys? Someone else want to look at it?
What check did you want?
Perception.
This is super weird.
It's worse.
You're right. That is weird.
Yeah.
So
Shit, that thing's weird.
this is related to an artifact, and I think you can make
I
the
don't
case
think you'll ever
that
take that.
I guess it's not worse.
we're
It's
the most
11.
Ooh,
11
I rolled a natural 20
we're the
what
most
if?
perception.
plus 6. Yeah.
So it looks like it's been scoured, but like there's no fucking
No, I
wind
don't
blowing sand around, scraping things. And you are a desert dweller. You've seen razor storm damage. This isn't as erratic and like
Is it-
scarred up. This
It's
is
non-chaotic. It's organized.
it's organized scraping. Like it was more like it was
Wasn't
ground down than like just like damaged. Like
And is it in a particular shape? Like is
no, it's just like scratch marks, even
I
scratch
mean
marks.
the Greystone.
The obelisk.
Yeah.
It's just like the Washington Monument.
Oh, that's what you're. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it like
Okay.
Is it up to a certain height, or is it the whole thing all the way up?
As far up as you can see from the
It's
site.
scraped. It's scraped like that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Does it look like the method that formed it? Whatever caused the
Like it was
scratches, is that the
Yeah, have we
method that
seen
formed it?
Greystone?
Yeah, like rock and there are gray rocks and
Okay.
yeah.
But-
It's,
So
but
it's
I
not a
mean,
special
it's
type
not
of
a
stone
special
like
type of stone.
blackstone.
It's just it happens to be gray.
Okay.
Does it appear that the scratches are maybe a byproduct of the process that created these obelisks?
Make a wisdom and an intelligence check for me.
So 2
Yeah, 2 checks at the same time.
wisdom, intelligence.
Okay.
Wisdom is an 8, a 10, and intelligence is 17.
It looks like someone deliberately scoured something away from the surface. Like after the obelisk was constructed, like someone went to an effort to wipe the surface clean.
So, in closer investigation, is there any remnant of the? I mean, if I were to take maybe a half hour and stare at the surface, is there any remnant of what was there?
It's all ground down, not smooth, but like it's all ground down enough that you can't really make out you can't make out what was there.
What if I throw water on it?
I don't know that would reveal anything in this situation.
Can I try it?
Actually, yeah, throw water on it. Throw water on it.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little.
Maybe just like a
Maybe-
small
maybe-
flask of water.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Make a perception check for me.
22.
Nice. So you're watching the water, and it's the way it's dripping. It's not being absorbed into the rock, obviously, and the way it's dripping, it's kind of following like just the
Like a
bare
pattern.
suggestion of a brick pattern.
Like this Greystone was laid over top of bricks.
Or
the greystone is bricks.
greystone is bricks and it was just ground down smooth. So it's just stone. I don't know. Do we want to damage it?
My spear lit up on its own, right?
Yeah.
Do we want to
Guess I-
damage it?
Touch it to the stone and see what it does.
Oh, fuck.
It takes a little bit of pressure, but it starts like the heat is sufficient to melt the stone after a certain point, and it sinks in until it hits something and it stops moving.
Oh, let's look at
And
that
the
hole.
stone and the heat continues to melt the stone around it and melt the stone around it. Oh, there's a black stone core.
Okay, yeah, pull away. I don't want to damage my spear in the blackstone core.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess I can cut a swath of this away, and you can do your magic, Cassius.
Yeah, if that's what we want to
If
do.
that's what we want to do, yeah. That's
I mean, I don't see any reason to deface it.
Is it going to help us get into
yeah. Is there a way? Is there an obvious
I mean,
way to
we
get
could,
in?
we could try
Just the gate.
just open the gate.
Is it unlocked?
No, it's what you think is the gate is a 30 by 30 panel of black Luzhou stone
Oh.
made to look like a flames,
Oh, that okay. That's
and then there's rock flanking it.
Go touch your spear to it.
no.
To what?
The gate. Maybe it'll open.
I try it.
Okay. There's no reaction from the black stone.
Shit.
So
I use the Elvish word for friend.
Nothing happens.
I close my eyes, take a deep breath, feel the burn on my face, and I try to ask my spear if she knows how to get in.
Would
Want a
she
charisma
know?
check?
Would she know?
I don't know.
Have her do a history check.
I say yes. She would know.
Absolutely.
She was pretty powerful.
Well, she was dead when this was constructed.
Yeah, but I mean, she's you know, she's.
It's her parts in there. She was present.
What if we?
I can make in the internal logic of the campaign setting. I can make a case that she might know, but she has disadvantage.
I say you blast it with fire.
3.
This whole.
She doesn't know.
You shoot a fireball.
Why would there be black stone under the pillar if it was made after she was dead?
I don't think a fireball's even hot enough. Hotter than my spear.
No, no way.
You know.
Maybe Clint didn't think.
Well, I
Let's-
wouldn't,
let's
that's
look-
meta. I wouldn't know that. So.
Let's look at the gate really close.
Okay, you look at the gate really
Like
closely.
just scouring this gate.
So it looks like it's a Luzhou stone sliding door set into the face of the earth. It's this frozen inferno of carved, like not carved, but formed black Luzhou stone.
Which way does it look like it opens?
It's hard to say. You don't see a mechanism. You just see like you can
Have
Have we pushed on it?
no.
no.
Push on it. Damn.
It's solid. It's solid.
I guess I try to burn off as much of the gray stone as I can.
Like flanking it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is it already open, the actual door? Those
No, the door's
obelisks.
closed.
Those
But I
obelisks.
know. I'm saying is the door
like this.
the door there obviously,
The
or is,
Luzhou
like,
gates are known to slide.
or is there just like a little
that.
swath of it that
There's
we
more than
have
one way to open it.
clear
Do that.
vision of?
Could
Like
you say-
is the
yeah,
door
just
free
one-
of gray stone?
He did say sliding.
The door.
The gate. What you think is the gate, like butts
I bet
up
it drops
against
in.
the gray stone.
Okay.
But is it the gate?
Okay.
Wait, so those obelisks aren't separate from the.
They are
I think
separate.
is
Okay,
They're
that's what I was
obelisks,
Could be a
rock face, gate.
thinking. And the obelisks are made of gray stone, except for the core of them, evidently.
I knock on the door.
Thunk, thunk.
So we
I
tried.
listen.
Do you listen to the
Push
gate?
it.
Make a perception check.
That's a natural one.
Okay. You feel at home at the door.
Wait a minute.
It's quiet and peaceful.
This is nice.
So
It's cool.
back in Craig Manos's cave, anything that was decorative like this wasn't blackstone. It was
Right.
all like plaster painted to look like blackstone. Why don't we just try like chipping a piece off with something like a?
Well, I thought he
did
pushed
touch
the
it with
spear
a
to it
spear.
already.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my
you already
spear
touched
is-
the spear.
touched the spear.
already.
Okay.
It's definitely blackstone.
Okay, I didn't.
It's
catch
legit
that part.
blackstone.
I mean, we can use your.
I mean, we can cut through with the cutlass.
I don't want you to
but
waste your cutlass though. If there's a different way to get through this.
It doesn't waste it. It just.
Do you want to carefully?
I don't want
try
to
and
destroy.
Just. Can we go on off to the left?
scratch? Do you wanna?
like left of the door? You know, like it through the gray stone?
I mean, I
Yeah,
can
we'll
clear.
try.
I can clear a swath of it.
Could we walk to the direct back and then walk in that way? Like where the anus would be of this place?
I mean, it's about like 50 feet higher because that part of this would be submerged under dirt and stone and rock and all that jazz.
So this is like down a hill.
Here, yeah. Here's the regular level of the desert. And then here you guys are, and here's just the very tippy top of the obelisks.
Okay. Well, let's just bust through this thing.
Okay. If everyone's for it, cut open the bottom of the door
All right.
with the cutlass.
So you carefully start scraping,
Yep.
and it does damage. And you pull the cutlass away, and you think maybe if you really struggle, you could maybe get the edge of your fingernail in the scrape.
So it does like no damage at all.
There's a scratch. Way to go.
This is even stronger blackstone. Like
So this is
gotta be
probably
magic
infused with
combined.
magic.
Which how do you fucking imbue blackstone with magic?
He
guys-
told you that. He
You
told
guys
us.
We
remember
exposed the magic over a
Blackstone
long
absorbs magic.
Oh shit!
And
So there's a
and
magical
energy.
item in here that's been kicking
Alright,
out
well, it's
magic.
got to be
for-
some of these obelisks then, right?
Magic for for days.
All right. I mean, we can try clearing the stone away from the obelisk.
Can I just
What
walk?
if we go
through
back
it?
to this and we buy Dispel Magic?
What was that thing with the Blackstone armor?
What about it?
Blackstone. I thought.
It's resistant to magic because you're resistant to magic
Oh,
because you're wearing it because it absorbs magic.
If you were to like seal yourself off and somehow sustain yourself forever and stand inside the font of shadows and not die from the cold, your magic armor would be imbibed with magic after thousands of years.
But it gets heavier.
Heavier.
Yeah.
Yep.
so I wouldn't be able to move.
Correct.
Right.
You'd essentially be in the
Because magic has
indestructible
weight.
armor.
This magic does.
Because magic has weight. Da-da-da-da.
Yep.
If
I
we
guess
look like around the periphery
I'm gonna
of the
start-
door, is there anything written? Like,
Nope.
there's nothing inscribed.
Like it doesn't say "speak friend" and then
So
Start
you're
clearing
all
the
are you
obelisk.
all getting up on this gate like trying to reach for cracks and like mechanisms and stuff?
I'm focusing on the obelisks.
Okay.
That's what
Kyle
I'm
had the
focusing
idea
yeah,
that
I'm
it
still on
slides
the
this way.
obelisk.
Yeah.
Can we
What if
push
it
on
slides
direction
like
that's available?
lift it from the
Try
bottom?
to pull the door out.
What if we go on top of the thing, like
Garage door
dig
style.
down?
I do the Thriller dance outside.
Do you dig through the stone?
Yeah, to get down into it.
Okay. So you take the teeth and you just start taking away 10 by 10 chunks of rock.
I'm
And
trying to do like the Minecraft stair
Holy
thing.
shit!
down.
I have a freaking spear. Let me look inside.
Well,
so you gaze into your own shadow.
I forgot I even had a thing.
You're trying to see beyond the gate and you squint and stare, but like you can't see anything.
Oh,
Because it's all black. There's no shadow.
yeah, there's no shadow. That's kind of what I was thinking.
It's like the whole area of
Technically, it's
like
one
you
shadow.
can tell where like light is blocking you. Like it's not perfect, but you can kind of sense like there's a torch there, and that's blocking me, or that's lantern light. I shouldn't go there. Like you can get a sense for those things. It's not 100% accurate, but you can kind of get a feel for what kind of light sources. You just can't see it all. Like the
black
section.
stone is like holding me out.
Yes, the black stone is blocking you.
So
from
there's
Shit.
lantern light inside.
No. I'm just describing that he can get a feel for what kinds of
Normally
light
you can.
Oh,
are blocking him from shadow stepping.
I
But
was
in
going to
this
say
instance,
that's really weird.
he just can't sense that area.
Balls.
Yeah, I'm with Domnal. I think we got to focus on the obelisks.
I'm gonna continue doing the stair step thing.
Okay.
Down.
Eventually, you get to Blackstone.
Yeah, it's
I'll
Yeah,
check
it's Blackstone.
to see if it does anything.
Same effect, if not less effect.
Okay.
Do we know how the door on the? Do they close at a certain time usually? On the cities,
No. Like not automatically. Like the people like
they can just shut
slide
them.
them and open them and stuff.
Okay, so they're actionable.
Yeah,
They're
not
not.
actionable.
I guess we'll go back to clearing the obelisks.
Okay.
How big a diameter are the obelisks?
50 feet by 50 feet at the
Holy
base.
fuck, okay.
They kind of narrow as they go up.
They're big.
Yeah, I just worked on clearing the obelisk.
Okay. You guys expose as much as you can of both obelisks. How many hours do you want to spend doing this?
Unless we find something else, as much as it takes, I guess.
Okay.
Unless anyone has any other ideas, I'm out.
No, the obelisks.
So that
are-
is-
I'm lighting a bonfire at the base of the of the door.
It's probably a smooth
I
idea.
tossed some more meat at the dogs.
So you guys are all like Herbert has no ideas. He's like, I
I flip
check
Herbert's
out-
map over and look at the back for instructions.
It's an inverse of the flame.
Hey,
I look at it over a
put-
fire
and you
to
put
release
that sounds
new
great.
ruins.
Lime
They're like
juice.
lime
fire.
juice on it. Yeah,
Lemon
put
juice.
lime juice
Yeah.
on it.
So you fuck around with these obelisks for
What's
about an
that?
hour.
How
and
big the
you-
obelisk
We need to steal the
Right.
Declaration of Independence.
You expose like
So
this
somebody else
rounded,
can.
solid core of blackstone that's maybe, I think it was 30 or 40 feet in diameter. Just this pillar, and then it's got a blackstone base set into the desert floor. Midnight rolls around, and it just opens. Yes.
God damn it!
I was thinking that. I was like, so just wait. This gotta open.
We're
eventually.
sweating our asses off clearing this
So
gray stuff.
it's midnight, and like you hear a noise, like a scraping of stone on stone, and then you see that it's
My fire! My fire did it!
Does
and like it's super slow. Like looking at it, you think it's going to take an hour to fully open.
does the necrotic damage affect only organic material, or am I keeping track of necrotic damage for
Only
everything?
organic material.
So I was gonna say I'm gonna need a number.
Three. So, as it starts to slide open, like millimeter by millimeter by millimeter, you start to see like this crazy red light coming from inside, and you hear crackling lightning. And after about a half hour, it gets to the halfway point where it's halfway down, and you can start to see inside, and you see black Lugau stone tunnels, and you see what looks like this crazy, like you've seen lava and magma, and you've seen lightning, and now you've seen them both together, arcing along the ceiling of this passageway, just spitting and crackling and just bzzz.
Lightning magma?
Magma lightning is what I have documented it as.
This place sucks.
and like as this is open, this like hellish, like flaring and shifting red light is just like spilling out into the desert, like casting everything in red.
How do my dragons react to this?
They're startled.
Domnal,
That's actually a thing, though, too, guys.
Domnal says,
Lightning
I
by
say we send the
volcanoes.
dragons first.
So it's about halfway open now. Herbert is ready to just like climb on inside. Do you guys wait till it fully opens? Who's going in? Are you going in?
Hell yeah.
We're going in.
Of course we're
We
going
just spent
in.
all day digging. We're going in.
Just before I go
I knew digging would work!
It's what did it. We cleared the obelisk.
Just before we go in, I'm going to lean over
We
to Karen
charged
and I
him.
go, I really hope there's no magma spiders in here.
Oh my fuck, it is a thing.
So who's going in? Just you six? Just you six and the dragons?
Somebody
Herbert?
should probably watch the door.
Who is going in? Tell me now.
Oof.
These six.
Herbert needs to stay here.
Six
That's
Okay.
my-
Because the clouds of magma
Herbert wants to go in,
charged.
though.
Oh.
That's fucking insane.
That's
We might need Herbert into...
Yeah.
The clouds are what?
I think we should bring Herbert,
Charge.
but he follows at a
clouds will be
distance.
charged, the dust clouds from a volcanic eruption. So if a storm goes over, it would fucking do that.
Yeah, I say just us six go, and
Okay.
everyone else kind
That's the
of
thing.
All right.
stays back. This
All right.
seems super dangerous.
So, do you like step in before it's open fully, or do you? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You guys step in the tunnel, and it just like I described, red lightning, and you can see that there's this dark right above your heads, like right by the entrance, and this is about I think it's 20 feet tall in here. The passage is 20 feet by 25 feet tall, and it's 25. So you look up in the ceiling and you can see like this fist-sized dark silver orb that the lightning is kind of crackling around, and it's going down, and it's hitting another one, and going down and hitting another one. It's just one continuous stream. Like it's not like jump, 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 jump. It's just a continuous, constant stream jumping between these silver orbs in the ceiling, and you can see that like. It's hard to see because there's a lot of light, but it looks like there's a hole in the black stone that a silver, like dark silver pole is like set into, like
Like a lightning rod or some shit like that.
something like that. But the gate closes, or opens, excuse me, and immediately starts going back up. Same rate of speed. It doesn't like slam up, but it took an hour to get down.
Ooh. Should we get everybody in and they can wait just inside? You know what I mean? Instead of being trapped outside without...
Yeah, but do we
They won't
want
be
to
able to
trapped
contact us once we're in
inside?
there, right? Sending stones will
through
maybe
Blackstone.
work? I don't...
Not through Blackstone.
No, they're not gonna work for Blackstone.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
do we
know.
want to be trapped inside?
Well, we're going to be trapped inside either way because we're going in.
We are, but there's no dangerous immediate threat outside either.
Yeah.
There might be in here,
There might be a threat outside later, too, when the dragons start coming for us.
but they never did come for it. Why would we run into dragons all the entire 30 days we've been here, and then we get close here and now there's no dragons?
Because this place is dangerous.
That's what I'm saying. Like I think outside is safe too.
Okay.
I mean, we have an hour to decide this.
Yeah, let's
Do
feel
we,
them out. What do they
wait a
wanna
minute.
do?
Do we know what?
Or maybe we need to fucking move before this fucker closes.
Wait.
again.
Do we know explicitly what opened the door though?
No.
By the arrangement of the stars, it started at precisely midnight.
But was it? Did that coincide when he finished exposing the
No.
obelisk?
Nope.
Okay. So it was midnight,
So it'll probably open at midnight tomorrow. We're here for
Probably.
at least 24 hours.
or we're just stuck in here forever.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the solstice.
I'm bringing the dragons
It's the
in.
only day it opens every year.
Oh,
Because they're not gonna be whiny bitches. They're gonna
days of food do we
they're
have?
gonna see shit. I think.
All right. Well, everybody can stay outside now.
Yeah, they're comfortable staying outside.
If they're fine with it.
Herbert wants to go with you guys inside.
I say he can come.
It's
We're
his
gonna need
map.
someone to see stuff though too.
To
We're gonna need a
document our
translator. What's that?
To document our deaths. All right, fine.
It'll be like the book they find in Moria.
It'd be like
Domnal
it'd be like the
reluctantly
castle.
agrees.
He can come in. He can come in and sit at the inside the door or something.
Maybe he was dying.
Domnal reluctantly agrees to let.
I'll
You
let him.
wouldn't write that.
So about 10 minutes have passed.
Maybe he was.
Shift it up. You guys are on the inside. Herbert's coming with you. Camp set up. One group
Dictating.
has a break air stone. The other group has a break air stone.
Just give him a thumbs up.
This could be another giant stronghold too.
All right.
We're gonna get to kill the giants.
Down to the depths.
The last one we saw was like this too.
Dungeons deep.
So the tomb is quiet except for the crackling red lightning above your heads, which is super loud.
So it's not quite.
Sometimes I really like how I write things.
So I have to interrupt. I know this is last session for my other group. I said it's very hard to hear, but it's incredibly loud. Right? I said I directly contradicted myself in 2 sentences. I said it's incredibly quiet and incredibly loud, like at the same time.
So the air is super dry, even factoring in the fact that you live in a desert. It smells strongly of ozone. All the hair on your bodies is kind of standing up and staticky and stuff. And little sparks jump from your skin anytime you touch metal of your weapons or gear. It's also super duper hot, like hotter than the desert outside.
Maybe we should have taken our Blackstone stuff off.
Ba-da-da-da.
I just have a shield. So
I run back and throw mine over the gate. No.
I'm not getting rid of my spear.
I'm going to fuck
No, I think we'll be fine. This isn't like that much magic, right? We're only been here for a little
It's a
while.
lot of
That's
magic.
Who says it's magic?
You can barely hear it.
With
but
the
it's incredibly
Blackstone?
loud.
I mean, we have an idea, I think, right?
The very dense Blackstone.
This
Very
is
dense
all
Blackstone.
taped off Monday.
That absorbs
Blackstone,
magic.
Blackstone will absorb a lightning
Words or
bolt just the
something
same way
right
it will
now.
absorb a magical lightning bolt.
Liz is always taking
If,
the
it
if
absorbs
the
energy.
magical light, if the lightning bolt is magical in nature,
Javi's got the most.
You're not wrong.
Isn't nature magic, guys? Come on.
It is.
Isn't it?
So,
It's a fly.
is a lightning bolt different from magical lightning bolt?
yes.
Immensely.
How so?
Magic.
I don't know. One obeys the laws of physics.
Oh, yeah.
What
The
is
other one
not?
shoots from your ass.
Yeah, but like after you cast it, is it different?
Those
No,
are best
not
buy
really.
shoes.
Other than being its source being magic and the other being natural phenomenon.
Racist.
Every
Like
so
girls
often, if
wrestle.
now that we're inside, can I check my shadow? Can I look
Yeah, you
into
can
the-
kind
Girls
of.
wrestle. Can't
There's
make
not
it.
a lot in the way of shadows.
Right.
Like it's pretty much just you guys.
What?
This place is extremely well lit with this giant bolt of lightning running.
But if
through
there was like a person, they would cast a shadow. Right?
yeah, you'd be able to find their shadow pretty
So every so
easily.
often, I'll just look and see if I can get a hold on any creatures or people or anything of interest, I guess.
Oh.
Do you think?
Made it.
Do you think there are like maybe 3 or 4 rooms in this place? Because you feel like you're not seeing the rooms, you're seeing the shadows cast by the objects in the room,
Right.
and you get a feel for like maybe 3 or 4 rooms. Like this isn't a precise thing for you, but so
There's a lot of monsters out.
there are. So, there's only really one direction to go. The passage extends for about 200 feet, and then you think it opens up into a room because you can kind of see a giant magma lightning ball in that chamber, like sparking and spitting. But
Giant magma lightning ball.
yeah,
Sparking ants.
So that's
Sparking.
escalating quickly.
yes. So for the next 100 feet or so, you walk. I mean, anyone want to make perception checks or anything? Do you have any particular order you walk in?
Herber in the middle.
Herber in the middle.
Domnal will
14.
reluctantly go first.
Okay. What?
It's a 14.
Okay.
Is his spear
19 perception.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my spear is like lit. as lit as it can get.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, is it like
I'll be in
pulling you or eyeing? You know what I mean?
Is my
I'll be in the front.
Okay.
what is my spear doing?
Looking straight ahead, like, let's go.
You know what? I'll let Domnal be in front, actually.
Okay.
I want to take the lead.
I did say I'll be in front, but if you'd rather be, I'm fine with that.
No, you get at the
The
spear.
spear's not.
Okay.
Spear's not fine with that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Spear pushes you away. I got a 25 for
Okay.
perception.
You guys hear a lot of crackling magma lightning.
Oh, shit.
It's really warm in here.
Love me some crackling magma light.
So you go for about 100 feet, and it's just the same matte black Visage stone ceiling, walls, etc. As you come to the 100 feet point in the tunnel, you notice a couple things. The first is that there's a large plate of metal attached to the wall, like on each side of the passage. The panels are tall enough that they take up like floor to ceiling, or ceiling to floor. The metal, like it looks like you're pretty sure it's the same material as like the giant boats, like the heat resistant tungsten or whatever it was. Except it's been like polished to super high sheen. The panels are kind of facing each other, like right across from the each side. They have the same image scored into their surface. It looks to be the image of what is probably a burner or an efreet. If you guys remember what those are, I'm about to describe them. So, it just depicts the creature's upper body, like the head and like the arms and stuff, and like the arms are kind of held out to the side. The hands, like they're kind of looking at each other like this, and like the arm pointing towards the door you just came through has a kopish. If you guys know what a kopish is, it's a big like axe-like curving blade with a sword, typically
Like the
used like the Egyptians use. The other is just like curled up into claws. Now these aren't like really high quality etchings. It's basically like outlines etched in the metal, and it looks like by a very potent heat source. It's just a very thin, precise line, and it's kind of edged on each side by like scorch marks. This particular creature has horns on its head. And you can see like spikes on its forearms and stuff, which is a common feature of the burners and the Efreet. But the horns on its head, the first pair kind of curl away from the sides like ram's horns. And then it has two on the nose, kind of like not on the nose, but like the bridge of the nose and like right between the eyes, like a set of rhino horns. And another pair kind of extend from its like the crown of its head, kind of curving backwards, and then like branch off into two more, kind of like a mini rack of antlers. You get no sense of features or clothing or anything like that. It's just kind of scorched in the metal in like nice lines that go clear through to the black stone beneath.
This is square V, what?
30?
30?
Yes. You guys do anything with the murals?
Are the burners and the Efreets the same thing? Just
The
two different
burner
names?
is the name for the descendants of the
Okay.
Visage that are known as Efreet.
Okay.
I can't think of anything to do with them. Does it look like Kevin burned him with the tip of his spear?
What's that?
Does it look like Domnal burned him with the tip of his spear? You know, does it look like that kind of, like, otherworldly?
I'm like kind of afraid to try to burn it though too.
Yeah.
Do I try to ignite it? Do I?
When you've seen,
What does my spear seem to be doing?
doesn't give me any fucks about these two things. Like, do you like force her to look at them?
Look at him!
No, I just
She's
want.
kind of like a horse, like with blinders on right now. It's like she's. Yeah.
Is there anything stopping us from proceeding forward?
Oh no, not yet.
Not yet.
I'm good with just moving up.
Yeah, I
this
say we
looks
just
like more
move up.
artwork, you know?
So just beyond the two metal panels, you can see that
Does there seem to be like any purpose for the extremely polished?
Do they look like they
walls?
might shut into each other and be doors?
Do you want to investigate them further? Okay, make
Yeah.
a perception check.
Are they about the size doors would be?
They're like
If they like were to do
They're
this,
from-
would they touch each other?
they're from floor to ceiling, and they're each about like maybe
14?
20, 30 feet wide.
And is
14 for perception.
Okay, so you go up to one of the panels. You kind of like you don't see any mechanism, like there aren't any hinges. Like you can't like slide a finger behind it and like pry it up or over or down or back or anything like that. Just looks like you don't know how it's attached to the Lujgao stone because like it's not like there are bolts driven into it or anything. It's not welded there because black stone is stone. But it's held up and it doesn't shift around at all when you push on it. If you push on it.
What else is in there? Just the balls of lightning traveling down
just
farther.
the bolt of lightning traveling above your heads.
Is there holes at the top of the carvings for the lightning to go through?
No.
If it were to shut?
No.
Very good. They're not doors, guys. I'm convinced.
Okay.
Because they wouldn't have missed that. That's good engineering.
It is. So just beyond the 2 metal panels, you can see that there are large holes, maybe 3 inches in diameter in the floor and ceiling. 2 rows in the ceiling, two rows in the floor. Now, the ones in the ceiling are kind of like on an angle, like pointing inward, like this. And they're like more like flanking each side of the bolt of lightning in the ceiling. And the 2 in the floor, these are long rows of them, are kind of more towards the walls, and they're kind of angled at a much sharper like angle inward. And the holes are evenly spaced, maybe 6 inches between each pair of holes. Because it's so well lit in here, you can see that the whole rows of holes extend for about 30 feet further. The ones in the ceiling are at a 45-ish degree angle, aiming inward. The ones on the floor are kind of 15 to 20 degree angle. At the very end of the row of holes, you see this thick, dark brown crust of what is probably blood that kind of drags across the floor, and like for many, many feet, all the way down like 100 feet to where the room, it opens up into the room with the giant ball of red lightning, kind of goes to the left.
Yeah, I mean, as much as I don't want to, we follow the blood trail, right?
Yeah, and obviously something hurt it over there.
Very cautiously.
Okay.
How big of a blood trail, like width-wise? Is it like a thin, medium creature size, or
Medium creature size.
Oh, great, something like us.
And it almost, like, you have been in fights, you have seen blood loss and what it does to people. The creature that bled that much is dead now. If it's a living human creature.
Actually, I'm gonna check using my favored enemy humans. Can I identify if it is human blood or?
Probably.
Okay.
That's all I can get. You have ancient blood as your only evidence.
Oh, ancient. Okay, never mind.
I was going to ask how old it seemed. If it was like still
It's
wet,
hard,
or if it was
it's dried to a brown crust that has been cooked by the heat of this place. But it's old. It's not from like 10 minutes ago, or an hour ago, or a day ago.
I tasted.
Are you walking towards it? Because there's 30 feet of holes between.
I was
you
gonna say, are there like scorch marks near the
No-
holes?
No
or, like,
scorch marks.
Are there arrows in the ceiling where the holes would be pointing? You know what I mean? Hey, there's an arrow. Is it does it like spikes shoot out or something?
Jets of flame.
Do you want to get right up on a hole and like poke down into it?
Kind of like throw something into it.
Like what do you throw?
A rock, a piece of equipment that's not important to me.
The holes are about 3 inches in diameter. You throw like a little rock that,
like 2-inch rock.
yeah, rolls right down. You hear it clink against something after a couple seconds.
So like it didn't hit more stone.
It didn't hit more stone. You think it hit metal?
Feels like spikes to me. It feels like spikes that shoot out. I don't know.
Last time
The
we saw
angles,
these holes,
you know, it's got to be something like that.
The last time we saw these holes, there was something
So
that
we
shot
fill them
out
all
of
with
them,
rocks
so-
and we get rocks and spears thrown at us.
You get hit with a rock and then you get stabbed.
Bludgeoning and piercing damage.
Did you disarm the traps like that?
I think if everyone's okay with it, I'm going to take a pause this now and take a break.
Fine with me?
You can
It's the way the armor, I could have just ran right through.
But you can't move.
Exactly where you were before.
All right, we are back. We are back, and you are in a hallway, and there are holes in the hallway.
Hey, Chase is gonna run down it. Let's see it.
Alright. So,
Is this where we're at right now? Is this?
No. This is later.
I should have had Chase roll a new character earlier too.
I used my Cronin cactus,
Okay.
and then I sprint down the hall.
Just straight down the middle of the hallway.
Right down the
All right.
sir.
You get to the part. You get to almost the very edge of the 30 feet.
Was exactly.
Right about where the big dark brown bird blood trail stops, and just spikes come out of every fucking hole. And the spikes on the ceiling, they don't pass directly through the magma lighting, but they pass close enough that the magma lighting jumps to those and electrifies them. So I'm gonna need you
Roll very well. Roll
make
very
some
well.
dexterity
kids.
checks, saving throws specifically.
Saving throws, plural.
Alright, well, I have +2 because of the Chrono Cactus,
Mhm.
right?
Yep.
Which is why I
Don't
have a man
forget.
for the job.
Wait, okay, so I
Doesn't the cake
have
give him
+2
something?
to Dex and +2 to saving throws. They don't stack, do they? Or do they?
You can mail it
From
across.
the
Ability checks. You have +1 to all saving throws from the cloak, +2 to dexterity saving throws from the Croton Cactus.
So
Don't I
plus
also have +2 to
Doesn't matter,
Dex
they
in
don't ask
general
for
though?
that.
For
From the Chrono Cactus.
it's +2 to dex and strength, ability checks, saving throws, and attack rolls.
Okay.
Saving throws are different than ability checks.
Okay, I thought it was +2 to strength and Dex and ability checks
No.
and saving throws. Okay. Okay. So
Next day aired when you sent them.
We
plus
should have clarified this
I should
before.
have read it before.
so it's just +2, but I also have
You can
It's a
call
dex
and ask
save?
them.
Dex save.
sure it's not a strength save?
It's a really low one too.
Totally low.
Hey, we can test if the shadow monster comes. We
Alright,
use it in
so
the black seal
6
enclosure.
plus
Oh, that is true. We're
I
completely
rolled a
sealed.
12.
You rolled 12.
Yeah, but we're
Okay.
also
Run
filled
away!
With we're also filled with a ton of light.
Wait. He can get in and out of the font. I
when-
think he can get through Blackstone.
When can I use my Indomitable? Because I just got it at level 9. Can I use it after you tell me if I pass or
I don't know.
I think it's before.
It says
when-
once
it's
per
after
long
you know
rest,
your
re-roll
roll,
a save throw.
but before you
Whenever-
get the
Let's use
outcome.
the new roll.
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Remember, you have to make 2 saving throws. One for top spikes, one for bottom spikes.
Okay, so the first one was 12.
Yeah, so roll that one and then decide
And
which
the
one you're
second
going to
one is 22.
Okay.
Now re-roll the first one.
Well, I want to know if it passes.
You
first.
gotta.
Second one-
The
you
22
have to use
passes.
The 22 passes.
The 12 does not.
The 12 does not. Okay, I will re-roll it.
I think Domnal might be even if you fail it.
13.
It says
Okay.
you can re-roll a
13.
saving throw that you fail.
Oh, perfect.
If you do so, you must use the new roll.
Lucky is what I'm
So
thinking.
you got a
I think.
13 and
Yeah.
a 22. Which one's for the top
Lucky
spikes?
you
Which
choose.
one's for the bottom spikes?
I'm just gonna go. The first one was the top, and the second. No. What? Yeah,
Save
I'll
the
do
top
first
for
one for the
electrified
top.
magma spikes.
So the 13 for
Yeah.
the top?
I mean, I already said it. So.
Okay, 13 for the top.
Just no, just change your mind.
he gave you an out. He gave you an out.
So you're running along, and you're approaching the edge, and all of a sudden these spikes come up out of the bottom. One of them clips you, but not hard enough to spike through you.
Yeah.
You take 3d6 damage.
That's a lot of
The
damage.
thing about taking these
I wonder what those ceiling
You
ones.
take 11 piercing damage from the lower spikes. So
That was not a save.
I've never had a gunsmith ask me if I owned a gun.
So the
Look at him. Look at him.
so you're running and like the top spikes come out and just like thunk, thunk. You're now trapped against the wall
Oh,
Wait,
and you're electrified.
Is
And there's a
the-
spike in your shoulder.
Is
I'm
the
so
wall
sorry.
still magma?
What's
The wall's
damage?
blackstone.
Oh, okay. I thought this was like magma lighting.
No, this is a magma lightning electrified spike.
Can I get to him without getting fucked?
What damage do I take from the electrified one?
Are the spikes still out?
Here, let me help.
18 piercing damage and 3 radiant damage. So Kanathar is like, you guys see him running, and he's running, and he almost makes it, and a spike comes out of the ceiling, misses his throat, hits his shoulder just under the edge of the cloak, and just slams him against the wall. And now he's just.
And it is not retracting.
Not yet.
That's good.
Wait, we know where the spikes are, right? They're
He's
all
on the.
deployed?
He's on like the very end of the
Go
hallway.
for it.
I'm gonna sprint.
Yeah, no,
I'll
run. Run to the blood stain.
I'll sprint out.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Kanathar.
Pass the bloodstone.
There's a
Sprint out
second-
same where
secondary
he's at, I
spike.
assume.
Okay.
Deck saves.
Everything is nice and everything's deployed.
Oh,
All the
deployed.
spikes deployed.
Yeah, they're all out right now.
16.
He's pinned.
16. Okay, you're still conscious.
Wait, I still have my bonus. Oh, it's only did strength and dex. So yeah, 16.
You're still conscious.
Okay.
Yeah, he's pinned.
How's he looking? How are you looking on HP?
I have 68.
Oh.
If I run to about where he was, is there a toggle or like a, like where the blood stain is approximately? Is there a?
He's
Can
right
I
where the
find, like, a
he's
stone?
right where the blood stain begins.
So if I run to there, is there like a button, like a pressure plate,
No.
sensor?
So he ran up there.
Yep.
I'm gonna run up there with him and try to cut the spear.
Ooh, good
Oh,
call.
I got it.
That.
Okay, yeah.
Because I'm already there.
Crumbles.
So
Okay, good
So
call.
and he slumps off. He bit his tongue a little bit. You bit your tongue a little bit.
I'll grab him and we'll just move him to where the blood.
You're still conscious though. You're just a little
Is not.
spasmy. All right, so you guys all dodge through and stumble through, and the dragons are like, "What the fuck is going on?" But Karnan's going that way.
Might have been a bad idea to bring dragons.
Maybe.
Well,
Well, you can't leave him with anybody else.
yeah, I was gonna say we can't leave him outside with the.
So you get beyond the spike trap, and it opens up into a larger room with a bright red glow emanating from it. The room is 80 by 80 feet by 20 foot tall space. In the center of the room, rotating in the air above this like 5 foot tall like Lujgao stone pedestal, is this like I said, this ball of like crackling magma lightning. The crackling magma lightning is maybe like 5 feet in diameter. It's not huge. I may have given that impression earlier, but it's a 5 foot in diameter ball of lightning. Like it's kind of cool. And it's kind of pulsating and crackling and spitting little bolts of magma lightning out, not like at you guys. And you can see that there's another passage on the left and one on the right, and you can see the bolt of magma lightning in the ceiling kind of hits a dark silver orb hanging from the ceiling, goes down the left passage, goes down the right passage. It's not doing this in real time. This is pre-existing condition before you guys were here. So it's not.
So it's splitting.
It splits apart at an orb and goes down to the left and right. So beyond the big burny ball of lightning is this. So the chamber is here. This is a big black Lujgao stone
So we're
door.
at the ball of burning lightning.
Yeah, this is kind of the burny ball of lightning room.
like plasma.
Huh?
Like
So
plasma?
we were all able
Yeah.
to get past the spears.
Yeah, they were all deployed, and you guys kind of dodged through them carefully,
You did good.
unless you wanted to run into them.
We
should,
for that
we should
trap.
probably we should
I
probably heal
appreciate
him,
that,
right?
Canthar.
Oh,
No
and a
problem.
stone went like rocketing
Take
around
one
that
for the
hallway, like
team.
bouncing back and forth.
Knocked him unconscious.
So,
Do you need healing before we're tied up with whatever else?
I
you might
haven't
be playing?
experienced how strong our opponents, our enemies are, so I think I'm good. I'm at 68 out of 100, so.
He's fine for now.
on the walls around the room, you see
I got some
8 square
personal healing
dark
too.
silver plates about 2 feet wide. These are attached to the wall in some fashion. There are 8 of them. Looking at the floor, there are 8 dark silver orbs in the floor, and you can see like if you're standing where like the big burny ball of magma lightning is, like okay, there's a dark silver plate, and then there's a silver orb in the floor. Dark silver plate, silver orb. Dark silver plate, silver orb. And I can find my amazing artwork here. The 8 dark silver plates look like this. You guys wanna? And the north NW and NE end, that indicates what area of the room they're on the wall. Would you like to activate your comprehend language stuff?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, I'm good. I don't think I'll do that.
I hope I don't pass out. I pass out.
So before you pass out, you see you understand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
In that order.
No, that's just what they mean. They're not like going around the room. They're not in that order. What did you get? A 3? 2? You got a 2. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Puke.
You have 0 hit points. You're unconscious.
Well, it's an 11.
Oh, it's an 11. I'm sorry. Sorry.
That's my best saving throw.
You're still unconscious and at 0 hit points. Sorry. It's a DC 15.
That's okay.
That'll happen.
That does happen.
You want to get him?
So is he down?
Yeah, he just passed out and fell over. But first, he was able to tell you that
One of the heroes gonna.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
As I'm
7.
counting, 1.
Probably a better idea.
The markings
Well, the,
indicate the numbers.
Oh,
He's reading a different language. You need to comprehend
I would
languages.
appreciate that, Kernan.
Right.
On the coast.
I told him I
We need to
wasn't
get
along
the
my dragon.
invulnerable armor from.
That's good. So,
Or I would dissuade him from
We
being.
made a deal.
Can't-
Keep it.
I mean, they're monsters.
Yeah, that's what Andrew's saying.
It's the armor.
No, nobody cares.
To heal you? Oh, yeah.
We were just debating which one should jump on that bullet.
I gotcha.
Which one should jump on that bullet?
I use my Cure Wounds stud
okay.
to get him back up.
Alright.
Hopefully.
What if you pass out?
Then somebody else.
Then we're gonna have to use the lantern.
The healing dagger.
The sad
I
part
guess
is that
we do
got
have the
legit
healing dagger.
Stud, but I've also got the dagger.
Everything works fine.
Still
Great.
trying to sell it as a good
D8
idea.
plus wisdom, right?
Yeah.
7.
7.
You're alive.
Just as you see Cassius standing over you with the dagger in his hand.
That'd be nice.
Have we tried it yet?
No.
Alright.
Kevin, would you like to volunteer to
You
try
know
the
that all
healing
you
dagger?
have to do is
Do
hit
what?
someone with it, right? Like, you don't have to stab someone. You just have to hit them.
Like,
I think it's
Does
more
he know that
dramatic.
character?
I would like to think that Cassius does not know that.
you stab them like an adrenaline shot and they wake up.
Tiny Jibs!
Yeah,
Okay.
There's 2d6 healing, but 1d6 damage.
It's still worth it.
Okay, so I have 7 hit points now. Not unconscious.
You're poisoned.
I'm poisoned.
Should I use more Cure Wounds?
What am I poisoned from?
Almost dying. I don't know. Make it better.
Magical poisoning.
I mean, I'm fine if I am. But
Oh no, poisoned is if you succeed on the Constitution saving throw. You're fine.
okay.
You're not poisoned, you just almost.
Oh, you have a level of exhaustion because you're below 50% hit points.
Factual. I'm just gonna like always have a level of exhaustion.
That's really the best solution.
Well. So these are spaced out around the lightning ball itself, or
Around the room, the walls of the room.
Okay.
Disadvantage on ability checks.
And it's very easy to see that between the ball of lightning and the plate, there's always a silver orb in the floor. And there's also the Luge Gauss stone door.
And these are how far away from the ball of magma in the middle of the room?
The silver orbs on the floor are equidistant between the magma ball in the center of the room and the silver plates on the walls.
So what if we
So if you go
touch the plate?
You want to do that? Mm-hmm. Which plate do you want to touch?
One,
You touch one?
which would be
touch 3 first.
west.
I believe it's northwest.
Yes. Yep.
Touch it.
There's
No.
no way they go in order though, is there?
Well,
Like,
that's
it's not
that's
northern.
clockwise starting at north, and then counterclockwise
Okay.
would be the other way.
so they're
that's-
not in order.
That's clockwise starting at north, going around,
Okay.
and then counterclockwise would obviously be
Nothing happens.
starting at 3.
Can you throw things through the lightning ball?
Yeah?
Could I throw something at the opposite one, like through it, and
Like-
try and hit the
like
plate
through
and
it
get
to
it like
the-
charged with lightning or something?
What do you throw?
A dagger, something that would pick up metal or lightning, right? Something that would conduct at least, not a rock again.
Okay.
Not a rock. A rock
You
won't
find
do
a
it.
dagger that's made of metal and you chuck it through the ball of lightning and the like leather wrapped hilt immediately just like incinerates from the heat.
Of course,
Um,
obviously.
and it kind of hits the silver plate and it doesn't have a charge as it flies through the air because the electricity still isn't connected to it, so it is kind of melty and kind of hits the plate and bends a little bit and deforms and ruins the temper.
All right. I'd like to step on them in a sequence.
What are you stepping on?
Or press the
plates?
Yeah, in a sequence.
Okay, you press the first plate. There's no give. They're flush with the wall. They don't go in.
Do the orbs come out of the ground?
Do you want to check?
Can you pull one up?
Do you check?
Yeah.
Which one do you check?
One.
Okay. You go and you investigate it and you touch it to make sure it doesn't zap you or anything, and you pull it up, and it does. It rises out of the floor on a silver pole, and the second you release it, it goes back in. But like there's left and right movement, and you think that if you raise it to its full extension, you can lock it into place.
Start with 3.
So we got that.
Start with 3.
I guess we'll start with 3.
Okay.
We're feeling that 3 is smart.
Okay.
Is that north?
That is north.
It's 1 through 8, right? Not
Yeah.
1 through 9?
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
I'd like to go around and lock them in place.
Well, let's see what 1 does first.
Start with 3.
I mean,
You tug on the pole and you rotate it in position and it locks.
Okay.
So this dark silver orb is kind of sitting about 5 feet in the air, and literally the second you lock it into position, who's doing this? You. An arc of molten red lightning spits out of the big orb, flies towards the dull silver orb. Make a dexterity check to get out of the way. Saving throw. Dexterity
now we know what's
saving.
coming.
Hey, Chase. Look, go get that one.
We should, I should, if we're
17.
doing dex saves, I should probably do it. Just saying.
17.
Okay.
Probably wouldn't hurt.
I got a +9 in expertise. Or,
Yeah,
I'd probably do it, yeah.
that probably would help.
Oh, and I can add my shield's AC to that. Also.
That's fine.
So
You
that's
succeeded.
another-
I'm just
another
rolling.
+2.
You succeeded.
Just for that. That's the thing.
You take 2 radiant damage. You dodge out of the way of most of it, and your blackstone armor absorbs some of the force of it. So you only take a couple. What did I say? 2 points of radiant damage.
That almost killed me right now.
It's true. So,
Yeah, they
also, there's a corpse against the wall to the left of the passage.
the corpse,
Like,
right.
following the blood. There's a corpse leaning against the wall. Sorry about that. I completely forgot about
Investigate the corpse.
Why
Does it have
that.
a map? A key?
Hang on. So, the red lightning kind of zaps, almost hits you. It hits the silver orb, arcs to the plate with the 3 markings on it. There's a hum somewhere in the complex for a couple seconds, and then it cuts off, and the lightning cuts off. And
Does it stay illuminated or anything?
This is what stay illuminated.
Does like the 3 stay illuminated on the wall?
It doesn't illuminate it at all. Like the spark of electricity jumps and goes in somewhere, and then there's a hum for a couple seconds, and then it jumps back out. The pole rotates and slides back down.
Is there any way that like I could feasibly grab 2 of these at a time?
Someone keep track of something for me. Who wants to do it?
Do it.
1. Keep track of 1 right now.
Uh-oh.
So we only have so many attempts.
Or,
You have an infinite number of attempts.
the more times we do this, the worse something is later. Or the better.
Or the harder the lightning
Or
keeps
the
hitting.
harder. I don't know.
What does my spear want to do?
She wants to go straight through that black stone door.
Okay, yeah, I get that, but I can't do that.
Does it have a
let's
plate?
investigate the
Does it have a
body.
plate on it?
What's that?
Investigate.
Oh
the
yeah,
body.
I should probably let you guys do that. Sorry, it's not relevant to the trap super a lot. So there's a corpse. It looks to be human. He's basically at this point a dried out husk of jerky. He's got what look like some supplies on him, but they're all basically crumbled bits of leather and cloth at this point. His clothing is faded and scorched in spots. The only thing in good shape on him are his boots,
I got one.
and they're in pristine condition.
Sorry.
And his breastplate, which looks like his breastplate's in okay condition. It looks like it's made of some kind of like giant insectoid carapace, like a mega scorpion or something. And they're like looking at him. There's like a 3-inch wide hole, like right in his stomach, right below the edge of his breastplate. That just goes all the way through him.
Can I take a
So
look
that's
at
where
the
spear
boots?
got him, obviously.
Like, are they like Anything special about them? Like any studs or?
Make a investigate check to search them, see if you can find a stud. Or perception, whatever.
17 plus modifier.
All right, you find in both boot heels a stud.
I might touch both boot heels and see what I can ascertain from touching the stud.
Okay, yeah. So you have these boots, and all of us like you're playing with them, and like you tap the studs, and all of a sudden like I don't know how. There's a 3-foot field of force that extends from the boots. Like it's a 3-foot ski on each boot, but it's made of invisible force.
That's awesome.
Does anybody want some ski boots?
Yeah. Like I could be pulled behind something, maybe.
Or like you could step over a hole with them, or like it's a 3-foot field of immovable force as wide as the boots.
So like your foot's like 3 foot wide.
Long.
Yeah, long,
3
just
foot
long.
Yeah.
Does it like stay in one spot when you like?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's solid.
So it's not like an immovable like rod.
It's
of
not an
force
immovable
or-
rod.
So if you try to like walk into a wall, you stop 3 feet ahead of it.
Kind of. Like a foot and a half in each direction.
Right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This man was blind. It's obvious.
I guess what you said. This is a tomb.
He's probably not.
This is. There's a fire theme to it with the free. What date do we know roughly when the queen died? Like,
Did
Herbert
come in?
is Herbert
Herbert come in?
forever.
Yeah, Herbert's with
Herbert
us.
came in. Herbert came in.
Wait, can you pass me the water?
No.
Thank you.
Its accounts vary. It could be
Sorry, struggling.
as little as 10 years before year 0. It could be up to 100 years, somewhere in that time frame. Year 0 to negative 100.
Is there any number associated with her at all?
A 100.
It's hard to say. There are many theories about the number 4 or the number 8 or the number 16. Multiples of 4 or 8 being relevant to the gods because there were 4 gods originally that fought the Luge Gao. Sometimes it's 5 and 10 and 15. There are many different cults, many ascribing significance to numbers related to the gods.
And 4 and 8 would be opposed on other. We could try that. Put 4 and 8 up at the same time.
Damn. There's only
So
7
at this
of
point,
us, right?
at this point, are you guys comfortable saying that 45 minutes of real time has passed
Yeah.
I think
since
so.
you've entered?
We were
Okay.
milling about in the room. And
Okay.
I guess
40 minutes.
I'll lift up 1. I'll lift up 4. The pillar number 4. If someone wants to try 8.
Sure. I'll try it.
Do you do it at the same time?
Yeah.
Okay. 3. 3 is the number. So, what was it? It was 4 and 8?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. Okay. So, 4 goes up and 8 go up at the exact same time or like one before the other? Like,
I don't know. Let's try 4 then 8.
okay, 4 goes up, arc of lightning spits out, you know it's coming, you dodge out of the way. Hits a plate on the wall, hum for a couple seconds, then the lightning bolt kind of retracts, but not really, and then the pole goes back down.
Did number 1 hum for a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, 3 is the one I
You can
did.
try 1. We tried 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
whichever one it was. So,
We gotta go in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
so
That would make sense.
Who brings up 8?
I do.
Domnal.
Okay, so you bring it up, and you dodge out of the way of the lightning bolt that inevitably flies through. It hits the orb, jumps into the plate. There's a hum for several seconds. The lightning bolt does not retract. There's a slight grinding noise as this gate slides away.
So 8. And he
Yeah,
opens
count
that
down.
door.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. What's 7?
South.
Someone try the south one.
All right.
What's 8?
West.
West.
Did that door slide west? What if we just do 8 again?
No, it slid from the west if it went this way.
No, it went this way. If it went this
Well,
way,
which way is north?
this is north. This is south.
So
it
it slid to the
from
south.
north to south.
I think so. There's just like a set of bars, basically, right? Or am I misinterpreting?
What do you mean,
Is that
bars?
that's one whole gate that's moved.
Yeah, it's a solid flat piece of black stone,
So that gate's gone.
And now we
Yeah.
see another gate.
and then you see another gate. There's also an emblem on the emblem or symbol on the gate that you guys didn't investigate because I probably didn't say anything about it.
Well, we didn't look at the gate either. So.
Yeah, you guys
Your
didn't look at
fault.
the gate.
What's the new gate say?
What's the new gate say? Of course, I'll tell you.
Speak, friend, and enter. One of these
So-
days.
Does it say 6 on it?
The symbol appears to be it's a small like human fist sized emblem. It's a set of horns, just like you saw on the Lujgao on the metal plate. So like the curving back horns, the rhino horns, the antlers.
We should have paid more attention to that shit. There's 3 of them.
What was on the
And
previous
crossed.
one?
It's
We
just the
didn't
horns.
know.
It's not like a head or anything. It's just like the horns in their arrangement. That it's on the Lujgao's head, or the burner, or the Ifrit's head, and then crossing the horns is the Kopish.
I'm gonna sprint back and take a look at the
Careful of the
statue.
trap. We don't know if it's
I got it.
okay.
What was on the first gate?
We don't know.
Same thing.
Same thing.
symbol.
Oh shit! The same symbols on the first gate. Still gonna sprint back. Check it out.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'll sprint back.
Now that you know where they go, the arrangement of them, you just belly crawl straight through the center of the hallway, right below the bolt of lightning, and they go off as you enter the hallway, and none of them hit you.
Okay. I'm gonna go take a look at the statues and investigate them. And
Not statues, it's just a wall
Or-
mural.
oh, sorry,
Wall
the carvings.
etched metal.
Etchings.
Is there anything that like stands out?
Big Kopish. Horns.
There's not like a 4 written on the Kopish.
If you said they had like a
There's
hand,
not like a 4 written on the
No,
Kopish.
no.
you said they had like here, and then there was a hand behind.
Sword pointing towards the way you came in. Claw kind of held like this.
There's 3 of them.
No.
Just
Two.
the one or
There's,
2.
there's 2 facing each other. Like one on each side of the wall.
We might as well just try another one, right?
Okay.
Like, we know 8 probably opens that door, so we can always get it back.
I'll go back through and belly crawl back in and
What'd you find?
yet.
7 it is.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna suggest. Everyone on board?
So
Yeah.
zap. Do it.
7 or 4.
Wait, and make sure everybody's out from behind the door.
The number is now 4.
Ugh. Well, I guess that doesn't mean anything because there's still 3 attempts.
We don't know what that means.
The number's now 4. What number?
It says keep track of a number.
Every
time
time
we-
it seems
every
like
time
it's
we
counting the
pull
ones we
one.
pull. But
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's got to be because even when me and Kyle
Let's
pull at the
skip
same
the 2.
time, it's still.
Got
Yeah,
that
it went straight
1,
to 3.
3,
It's a
4.
little thing I like to call psychological warfare.
I was gonna say it doesn't mean anything.
or does it?
Yeah,
So
One way or the other,
was
we gotta
it
figure it
7?
out, so it doesn't matter.
7. Lightning bolt. Bzz, 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 and the pull goes back down.
Let's try 4
Shit,
again.
does the pull from number 8 go back down?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That's
Let's try 4
Go
again.
4.
Okay. The number is now 5. Same thing happens.
Okay.
So we just tried 7 and 4.
This
Yep.
theory might come out of completely nowhere.
Anything is.
It's
But-
8675.
You're the math guy, dude.
309.
Come on.
Exactly, but I don't think Glenn's a math guy.
That's true.
No
Six.
offense.
6.
I'm not a math guy, but the
there-
internet is at my disposal.
We don't
There
have an O.
are-
We don't have a 0.
3 doors?
Yep.
Okay. We know that 8 worked for the first one.
And Turok knows that there's at least like 3 or 4 rooms in here. Because shadows.
It's even
3 or
numbers.
4.
Even numbers. Try 6 next.
863.
8, 6, 4, 2.
No, I was gonna say
Oh yeah, I guess that. So we don't know that 4 doesn't work. Yeah.
They're tied
now-
to a cardinal direction.
6.
there's
But we've tried 7 and 4, which are tied to a cardinal direction, and those didn't work after 8.
Well, 8's tied to west, right?
West.
Yep. And 7's tied to south, and
There-
4's
4's
tied
tied
to
to
east.
east.
Tied to east. Doesn't the sun rise in the west and set in the east here?
We just tried 4, and that didn't work.
Oh.
okay. This is like the room related to the room that opened at exactly noon, right?
Yes.
Midnight.
Or midnight. Whatever.
Midnight, whatever.
So
Are you guys comfortable saying that
Midnight's
hour has
24th.
passed
so here's
in real time?
what I'm
Probably.
thinking.
Cool. The first thing you notice is that the ice melts off your spear. She drops down with a groan and a grunt to 5d8 damage. All of your studs short out.
Hey, I don't notice anything. 'Cause
Like you feel like when they were overcharged, you can always feel like there's a certain amount of like magical energy at your command when you have a stud that's working. This is kind of like shorted out. Like it's not dead, but like it's like licking a 9-volt battery compared to sticking your finger in a light socket.
Big difference.
Big difference.
So this is the first time I've ever had access to my studs, isn't it?
Yeah. Do you want to touch them and see?
Yeah,
What
I'd love to.
Okay. It is there. Oh,
Is now the time?
I just
No,
this
it's
is
not
the
the
first
time,
time.
but
This is the
might as
first
well.
time I've ever. They're frozen and
There's
really
still
solid.
magical energy
Oh,
flowing
shit.
through them.
Oh,
yeah.
So your magic, your weapons are still kind of like tough. But I think at one point some of you had like a magic weapon stud in a weapon, like that was conferring a +1 to attack and damage. That's not working anymore. I don't know who has those
I
or if
think
they
that
got
was
sold.
Chase.
Okay, you have a +1 magic weapon.
You have a +1 magic weapon with it was just like a sword with a magic stud in it.
So
They give you a
you
+1?
brush them,
I
and
definitely
one
do.
is a very very powerful like darkness, like it creates darkness, but it was at one point a very powerful stud, like top tier, 9th level is what I'm saying. The other is like a teleportation effect that was also very powerful, 9th level, and like one was like ice frost. Not like Cone of Cold, which you felt on some like freezers in the world. Like there was one at Ardar Hargoose, like he had a Cone of Cold stud on like a freezer. It's not like that. It's more like single target, kind of like range. Frost.
I'm gonna try 6 next.
All right. Number is now
5 or 6.
all right. Same thing happens. Bzz, 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 bzz.
I'm gonna say 2.
I'm good with trying. What the
Yeah,
fuck
might as well
ever.
try them all. Let's open as many as we can at the same time. Everybody lift one.
Did you note that?
There are
never
7
mind.
of them. We'll get 7 of them.
So 2.
I said 2. Yeah.
You doing it?
Yeah.
All right.
7.
Lightning bolt. You dodge out of the way. Bzz, bzz,
All
hits
right.
the plate. Nothing happens.
Son of a bitch.
And each time it's humming for a couple
It's gotta be
seconds.
three.
Well, then let's go counterclockwise from there. 5.
It can't be as simple as just throwing them all out, like
What's
doing
five?
it in order,
5?
can it?
One more.
Well, 8
1.
worked, so.
Doing one.
Yes.
One more.
Have we done them all now?
3 is the only other one.
I do. Yeah,
We didn't do
that's what I was
one
gonna
yet.
say. 3.
Yes,
Did
we
we?
did.
We
I
already
did
did
1.
The 3 was the first one. That
We didn't do
wasn't
one
it?
after 8 though.
Not after 8. Yes,
Oh.
I did.
Not after 8.
Now 3. 3.
3. One more.
Brute force.
That's all of them.
Let's take 8. Can we twist it and put it
Do you
down?
remember what the count was when we did 8?
When we did 8,
It goes up by 1 every time we attempt.
It was
Yeah.
either 2 or 3. It was that jump.
Man, I was convinced we didn't do 1 after 8.
Yes, I just did it.
He did right here, and the 9th
Okay.
one was 1.
Okay.
The number he is documenting is not related to the mechanics of this trap.
Okay.
The number as it rises will have no effect on this trap.
Well,
Or puzzle, whatever you want to call it.
Trap.
the way that it works. At
can
least.
can I twist 8 the other way? Or is it like completely like stuck?
It's completely electrified.
Oh.
So we just tried all of them.
We didn't try 2 at the same time, though.
Yes, 4 and 8. They happen very
Well,
close.
no, not after 8, though.
Okay. Would you guys like to explore the rest of the complex?
Can you?
Oh wait,
confirm-
there's other. Oh,
Clint.
Wait, that direction has a hallway.
Clint,
There's a
can-
left passage and a right passage.
Well, let's go that way.
Clint, can you confirm that we tried all 7 numbers?
I believe you have
After
tried
8.
all 7 numbers. I am not keeping track because I
Okay.
do not care.
I have.
Apparently, it doesn't matter because there's probably something else we have to do now. This was
Okay.
silly.
Drink meat
Alright.
juice.
So 8 is tied to the left, correct? Or
Whatever.
the west.
West.
You said there's a hallway on the left and a
Killing
hallway on the
There's a
right.
hallway on the left and a hallway on the right.
Let's go down the one where we pulled up
We're
the
gonna want
other
an
thing.
east one.
Yeah. We did west. We already killed west.
We're in the west hallway.
Facing the orb. This is north, which would be the left facing the orb. This is south, which would be right facing the orb. This is
And we did
east,
the 8th, which opened a was there's north,
which opened this door, which is right, leading to
but
the
also
east.
there's a passageway going north.
There's a passageway going north.
So this is north.
Eight
That's
is here.
So we did 8.
We should go
There's
this
a
way.
hallway
So
here.
this is how it is.
Down
Yeah,
the
the
brain
hallway
is about to
here.
explode.
Yeah,
This
there's a
is
north
the
passageway
door.
and a south
And
passageway.
we
What's my
came in from here.
intelligence?
Correct.
Alright, I'm shutting up because my intelligence is 12.
Yeah, so is mine.
I need
So
to
This is, if this is where you came in,
This is where we came in, right?
Mine's 10.
right. This is north. This is
We're
south. This is
This is
east.
facing the
This
crystal.
is
Correct
west.
wisdom, right?
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so if that's the case,
Could be wisdom.
We gotta go north.
Or south.
You're wise.
North. We did a thing north. Something happened north.
Well,
We don't know because
we,
we didn't go north first.
That's a good point.
but we
You guys went east into the tomb,
Yes.
yeah.
and now you're facing east,
And then
Yes,
we
which is the orb
This
and
is
the doors.
accurate. So
We
anyone
triggered
wants to
the-
know
we
what direction you're
triggered the
facing,
west.
or
we triggered the west
No,
number.
no, that's.
we
I think he's
triggered
saying
the
that's
west
tied to north.
Number,
Number 8 is the west number.
yeah.
Number
I'm
8
so
is the
confused.
west number. Have we been saying that the whole time?
So west is the first one.
West is the way we came
It's,
from.
it's like
yes.
the one by where we came
This
from.
is
west is
correct.
closest to the one we came
This is
from.
facing the right.
Then we gotta just go north. I don't care.
Oh my fuck.
And we want to hit 3 on the north.
No, there's a passageway. We can walk down a hallway.
I think we
Oh,
want
wait,
to
south
get.
track.
And my guess is
North
Oh, we don't know what's down there. There could be a turret.
Fine, we're going north.
Could be a turret.
Let's go
let's
north.
go the north hallway.
Everyone goes north. For the love of God.
I'm gonna go fucking south. Screw this shit.
God damn it.
Get 6 different fucking.
Oh, I was just looking at. I thought your thing was oriented
No,
correctly.
North,
I can see that now,
west,
Dave. I'm all the way across the table. Damn it.
So you guys go down the left-hand passage.
Is that to the south?
No, that's north.
Oh, okay.
Which north?
My north, your north.
Upwards north.
My north or yours?
North is like this
Oh,
way
I
on
should
a map,
do
right?
traps and puzzles more often. This is fun. You guys head down the left passage. The red lightning is crackling and spitting above your heads, and it's traveling between these dark silver orbs in the ceiling. Kind of illuminates everything, shades everything in an angry red color. Passage is perfectly straight for about 100 feet. Makes a sharp turn to the right, which would be
Looking at it.
the east.
North.
If we're still concerned about that.
South?
So confused.
Do you guys continue?
I'm there. Yeah.
Continue,
Yes.
yes.
Continue.
So you go up to the corner, and you kind of peek your heads around. You don't see anything immediately threatening. But you see that the passage goes for another 100 feet, and it opens up into a chamber.
every time you open them.
As you kind of carefully come around the corner, you see on the north wall, there's another large metal panel. Like the other panel, this one is all precise lines edged with scorch marks. It's separated into like 3 10-foot long sections, 10-foot wide sections. Not like physically, but like you get the idea that this 10-foot section is one image, this one is a middle image, this one's a right image. And you feel like the images depicted on it are kind of a progression of events as you move down the tunnel. There are no colors or features depicted on the metal, just precise lines etched into the metal, outlining body, head, limbs, etc. The first section shows the same horned burner or freat with the kopish as the earlier one did, but this time it's their full body, and they're facing another being kind of with their kopish out before them, like kind of like ready to hit or block, you know. Instead of being depicted by thin lines burned through the metal, this other being is kind of a humanoid-shaped section of melted metal, like someone warmed the metal and then like smudged it to resemble a humanoid shape. and then they used heat to cover the metal in thick black scorch marks. So there's this humanoid-shaped depression in the metal, not like a hole, but like a slight depression that looks all melty and molten, and then it's got scorch marks all over it. And it's about the same size as this burner or Ifrit with the Kopish, and she's holding the blade out like this as it's kind of making like a threatening gesture at her with like arms and like shadowiness.
Shadowy, yeah.
The second section, the middle portion of this shows the same figures, but this time the burner's Kopish lies broken on the ground, and it's got its arms raised up like this. And the smudged metal scorch mark humanoid figure has like claws ready and is like looming over, like kind of like I don't know what you'd call it, but like I'm about to jump on you kind of gesture, like about ready to leap, like it's a dynamic pose, like it's in motion. The third section of the metal panel shows the horned being running, and its head is kind of etched to like it's looking over its shoulder. And it's kind of running in the direction of these other 7 figures, humanoids of a similar kind of size. 6 of them look the same, like they're humanoids, no horns on their head, but they have long talons on their claws and feet. And then the 7th figure looks like another Ifrit or burner. It's got bull's horns on its head, and then another pair of horns on the back of its head that kind of curl forward into like almost like tusks, like weird horns that kind of curl forward into tusks. These 7 figures are facing the horned being that is running and looking back over its shoulder.
Horned queen?
She's got horns.
Seem like they're pretty serious horns, too.
Yes.
Like, you might even get a name based off of them.
I forced my spear to look at him.
Are you trying to convey anything specific to her, or just make her look?
I'm just trying to make her look and see if she can give me anything on it. I'm trying to convey to her that I'm trying to help her, but she has to help us. We're lost here.
Are you trying to make her look at any specific portion of the panel, or the panel as a whole?
I'd say, if anything, the one that has the horns that curl and look like tusks.
So the third portion?
And that entity's running from things that have like...
No, that one's standing in a group, and the original Ifrit is running towards them, correct?
Yes, with their head over their shoulder looking back.
To where the
Shadow
Vakusu would be.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
There's an element of recognition. She's weak right now. Like whatever.
I know, yeah.
Like whatever it is that like cut you guys off from your studs and stuff. It cut her in half almost.
Ah, the door closed.
Mm-hmm.
The freaking door closed.
So she's kind of like.
Now we're trapped from all the magic that comes from the font.
And you can feel her struggling. Like there's an element of recognition.
That makes sense.
But you don't think. There's an element of recognition.
Okay. Alright.
But you're not sure, like, you have no context for what she's recognizing or who she is recognizing.
Every 12 hours.
Sun's highest.
What are my dragons doing?
I don't know. Fucking. I don't know.
Do they
chewing on your indestructible boots.
Oh, they're not. I gave them to Jacob.
Chewing on Jacob's indestructible boots.
I don't even know if they fit me. I'm a Goliath.
Yeah, they'll resize. It'll be fine.
Great.
Magic items have this thing that we.
Awesome.
Well, that's a perfect thing for him to chew.
Yeah.
They are going to town on those indestructible boots.
I'm standing there pondering.
Like a tuning ring.
And like they accidentally knock them together, and like one like the skids shoot out of them and like knock one of them in the face.
Do the creatures with the claws? You said they did not have horns.
They do not have horns.
Do they resemble like the breakers that we've seen, or
based on like they could be breakers and changers both have claws or both have talons. The only real difference is like coloring and facial structure. Like this is just outlines of bodies. It's not features.
Okay.
so like it's hard to say like how like it could be changers,
It could be a changer.
or it could be breakers.
Okay.
It's probably not healers because they look all reptilian.
Yeah.
I don't know if it matters, but if there's 7 figures and one running away, that makes 8.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
I don't know.
That is true.
I don't know. What else is in the room? Nothing? Everything?
Would you like to continue on?
Yeah.
Okay. So you go past the wall panel and you enter into a smaller room. It's maybe 50 feet long, 50 feet wide, 30 feet tall. The walls are featureless Lugau stone. On one side of the room, almost in the far left corner, is a large Lugau stone bowl. Bowl is fairly large, maybe 3 feet in diameter, approximately like a foot of depth in its interior. It's on a pedestal of Lugau stone, so the bowl is about chest height on you guys. If you stand next to it, the Lugau stone is kind of neat. It's been like crafted to resemble like flames, so it looks kind of like a flame sitting on this ring of flame, black flame sitting on this pedestal. And looking at it, each tongue of flame kind of has like an inlay of dark silver outlining each tongue of flame. On the far wall are 3 dark silver plates, just like the one in the first chamber you entered.
Are there like any silver balls or anything in the room? That...
Aside, just the one that the lightning is arcing to. The red lightning in the ceiling is arcing to.
There's no like carvings or anything on the wall or...
Excuse me. Each silver plate has a silver orb on it. And if you were to go up and inspect them, each one would have a symbol etched onto the ball.
And one of those symbols.
Ah!
The first one has that, which you had identified earlier as 1. The second one has that one, which you had identified as 3.
This is good.
And the third one has that one, which you had identified as 6. So it's stone pedestal with flame basket.
We want to open the north one, right? Which is 3.
1, 3, and 6.
There's no like they're all on the
Right,
east
right.
wall. They're all on the east wall.
But
there are no directional markings on them.
We're in the north section, which in the first room, north was 1.
Yes.
No, north was 3. I'm sorry.
So
So now
yeah.
do we want to do 3 here to represent north because we're in the north passage?
Then it would make sense.
Let's go check out the other hallway that's on the other side
Okay,
before we
what-
pull any more levers.
The west one was 8, right? So,
do you guys want to investigate the basket
no,
at all?
Yeah, let's
That
take a
stupid
look at
bowl?
the basket.
No. There's these orbs! Yes. Let's have it.
So you peer over the edge of the bowl and you see that the interior is just smooth black Lugau stone, and it's inset with rings, kind of like zip, 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 and then zip. So it's just silver lines, kind of like circles, and then crisscross with lines, almost like a spider web, kind of, but not really because spider webs are neater looking.
Is there anything to fill the bowl with?
No, you don't see anything.
Maybe that's in the South Passage.
It's possible.
Maybe we should go to the south passage.
I think it's worth a look at least.
Yep, let's double back, go to the south passage.
All right, you double back. All right, so you go to the south passage. It's another featureless luge.
Wait. Oh, I just had an idea. No. Wait. That.
Save it!
Yeah. Okay.
So you head down the right passage, which is the south passage, and it's a featureless Lugau passage for about 100 feet, and then it turns sharply to the left, which is the north. You go around the corner.
Yeah.
You head down the corridor, and the magma lightning is crackling along its path above your heads. You come to the corner and carefully peer around it, and you see another passage lit by magma lightning bouncing from its silver orbs in the ceiling. This passage extends for about 100 feet and opens up into another chamber. A little ways down in this passage, on the right-hand wall, is a ceiling-to-floor metal panel attached to Lujga stone. Even from this distance away, you can see that there's a body on the panel.
Like a
Like
body?
a humanoid?
Yeah, like a humanoid body.
Is it charred or?
It's not charred.
Like a corpse?
Yeah, corpse.
Okay.
Do you guys want to go up and inspect it?
Sure.
All right, so you kind of go up and you face the panel. This panel was initially similar to the other panels you've seen. Flat plate of dark metal that it resembles the metal of the giant boats. It has images etched onto it with scorch marks edging them. It's about 30 feet long, and the center portion of the panel has been hammered. Like the center section where the corpse is kind of the epicenter of is kind of been hammered and smushed down almost completely. Like this corpse has been smooshed into this panel so hard that it is stuck here. Like its armor is broken, its weapons have broken, and they have been embedded in the metal of the panel.
Nobody move.
The corpse is all withered flesh and bone, and you see chunks of metal hammered in it and through it, and there's blood, but it's long since dried to this brown crust that is smeared over everything. On the left side of the panel, as you face it, like it's on the south side of the wall, you're on the north facing it, is depicted. It's just like the other panel, a humanoid-shaped section of like melted metal covered in scorch marks. The Vacusu you identified it as. On the far, and like it's kind of like its hand, like you think like maybe it's outstretched, but like when its arms are outstretched, but like that's where the like smooshed in section of the panel begins.
Can I scrub away the scorch marks?
Yeah. It's just scorch marks. I mean, it's if you scrub hard enough for long enough, they'll eventually come away.
I want to see if like maybe this is something that like was put here afterwards.
Let me describe the right side of the panel.
Okay.
On the far right side of the panel is a humanoid figure that you think might be a changer or a wight. There's no clothing or features indicated by the etching. Just a tall humanoid form outlined in etched metal. However, it does appear to have two nostril slits, where changers and wights have them. The changer or wight is kind of facing like the middle section of the panel, and it's got its hands outstretched. And each hand has like etched into the metal a shape like this, almost like a little sunburst.
Or like a compass.
God damn it! let me just do something here. Like a little sunburst.
Still the right amount of pine. Oh, damn it. All right, fine. It's a sunburst and it's not a compass.
Fuck off.
Still a compass.
It's got like before each hand is like an image, like a little like symbol like that. You don't know what it means, but you're pretty
Light.
sure it's not a compass.
It's like
Alright, I have
From the
a
center.
possible.
Oh God.
Possible.
that's too much math.
It's too much math for sure.
From
but
the center of the panel, like where the
a
smooshed metal.
possible pattern.
Okay, hang on to it for now, please. From the center of the panel, where all the smooshed metal and body bits comes what looks like an etching meant to represent
this can't
a
even be
long
right.
blast of flame. Like it's coming straight for the white, and it kind of impacts the like little sunburst designs. All right. Now, what do you want to do?
I wanted to see if I could scrub away the scorch marks of the
Yeah.
Vacusu.
Yeah.
See if there's maybe like anything underneath it.
Yeah, you take some cleaner from your pack and you just I don't know, like weapon oil or something, like
Water, oil, something.
whatever.
See if maybe there's anything like underneath it, like
No, it's just melted metal that was scorched black, and now you've ruined a priceless piece of art. Herbert is about to poop his pants over what you've done.
So
I
it looks
thought
like
it was something
it looks
that
like the
was-
body thing is intentional though.
The body thing?
Yeah, or that looks like afterward. Does it look like it was part of the original work?
I mean, it's a humanoid corpse that looks less than 4,000 years old.
So no.
Probably not. Herbert doesn't think so.
No, I thought the scorch thing was like someone defiling something, and I was trying to find out, like, if there was maybe something underneath, like maybe this Vikusu thing was one of the gods before, or so.
No, it cleans off. There's nothing but like now it's just like it's a little dark because you can't clean every single.
Yeah.
Like some of it's just too dark and too scorched, but you get it mostly cleaned off, and it's just this little like melted humanoid figure, like someone, like I said, someone put their thumb on molten metal and like smudged out a humanoid figure in the metal.
What does Herbert know of this place in general?
Nothing.
I just had the goddamn map.
It was supposed to be. I had heard it was a desert, a ruler that ruled over a tribe of 12 people. This was his tomb. I did not.
This seems pretty intricate for that, doesn't it?
What's that?
This seems pretty intricate.
There was no mention of any relevance to the Luzhgao, the gods. This is clearly the work of the gods in some fashion. These are Luzhgao, and some of them may be the gods depicted in these panels. I have no idea what the significance of this place is.
I'm trying to hit Karenk on the break here stone.
Roll a d20 for me.
Not to play the devil's advocate, but we're inside the black stone.
I know. I understand that. That's why I was just trying.
That's why his word was trying.
We could wait, see what happens at noon. Take a rest.
It's just 12 hours from now.
Yeah.
Well, what's on the east?
Oh yeah, 11 hours. What's that?
Is there something on the east wall? This one again, like more orbs?
No.
And
Oh, there's a chamber down further. Sorry, Jesus. Come on, Clint.
and it's filled with water for the other bowl.
It's filled with magma.
You have to get your bowls of
Do you
magma.
guys fuck with the body at all, or do you just leave it where it is?
Leave it for now.
Yeah, leave
Okay.
it for
Alright.
sure.
It seems like a bad idea.
So you enter the right chamber. It's smaller than the main one. It's maybe 50 feet long and wide, 30 feet tall. Featureless Luzhgao stone. In the center of the room is a square Luzhgao stone plinth type thingy. The top of the plinth rises to about chest height with you guys. To the left of the plinth, sitting on the floor, is what looks like a Luzhgao stone bucket.
Yeah.
And to the right is another larger Luzhgao stone bucket. They're the same. They're both about the diameter of the plinth, but one's taller.
We're at the dessert.
Oh, I totally did.
Dessert.
On the far wall, set into the far wall, is a sort of alcove type thing of all of Luzhgao stone, of course. The alcove sports a spout in the top of it, and it kind of emits a stream of lava into a reservoir that comes up to about your waists. In the ceiling, directly over this plinth, is a silver orb. Also, like the stream of lava in the alcove is continuous, but like the lava doesn't overflow the reservoir.
Well, we definitely want to take a bucket of that and go fill the other bowl, right?
Should we take both buckets?
You said there's a plinth in this room too that's
Yes.
the same diameter as
There's a
the...
plinth, bucket. Buckets are slightly smaller in diameter than the plinth.
How much bigger is the one bucket than the other?
Looking at one bucket, approaching it and looking at it, you see that it's got both buckets have a symbol etched onto their sides.
Perfect.
One of them appears to be the smaller of the two, appears to be like 2 or 3 gallons. The other is about 4 or 5 gallons. The one that you think is 2 or 3 gallons has this rune on it, the 3 rune.
Oh, that's the one we need.
The one on the right, the larger one, that might be 4 or 5 gallons, has the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 rune on it.
So
they're probably 3 and 5 gallons.
And then looking at the plinth, you see that the plinth has the 4 rune
I know what we gotta do.
etched onto the top of it.
I know what we gotta do. We gotta get one of the buckets to be 4 and put it on the plinth.
That's what it seems like to me.
So you need to take...
But also, do we need lava
Wait,
for the...
So you need to take the
The
5, pour that into the 3. You'll have
No,
2
2.
in there. Dump
And
the
then do it
3
again.
out. Do it again.
Yeah,
And you'll get...
What?
Okay.
I have a 12 intelligence.
Wait, what are the bucket? What are the
bucket-
buckets?
the
Yeah, I
bucket-
also have a 10 intelligence score.
The
No,
three and five.
no. You
3
just
and
take.
5.
There's
You
a
take-
5 and a 3.
Yep.
We need to get 4. So you take the 5, pour it into the 3. You'll be left with 2 gallons in the 5. Okay.
Okay.
And
You're
then
wrong.
You're going to
Start
take.
with the 3.
Well, if you take the 2 there, you pour the 3 out.
Yeah, take that too.
Pour the 2 back into the 3. Fill the 5 up. Pour 1 gallon from the 5 into the rest of the 3.
How would you know it's
How do
1
you know it's
gallon?
1 gallon?
Here's what you do. Fill up the 3, pour it into the 5, then you have 3 in the 5. Okay.
You'll know it's 1 gallon because you have the 2 that's in 3 still, because that's why you poured the 2 out of the 5.
I
Maybe
don't
you
know.
don't have to do it all
So
at
if you-
once, though.
If
We
you
just do the 2,
you do,
dump it in the plinth, and then do 2 again, dump it in the plinth.
yeah.
Well, the plinth
Well-
is just like a pedestal, right?
Yes.
We just think we have to set a bucket on it. Is what?
Okay.
that's what you
what
think.
we're thinking.
You fill up the 3,
Because the plinth
pour that
has a
into the
4 on it.
5. So the 5 now has 3 gallons in it.
Yep.
Yep.
Fill up the 3 again, and fill up the 5. So now you have 1 gallon in the 3 bucket.
Why don't you just fill up both of them then?
What? I guess you. Well, you have to get 1 gallon specifically. It's the only way you can get 1 gallon that you know. All right.
I
then
follow you.
then
I follow
dump out the 5. Pour the 1 gallon into the 5. Fill up the 3 and pour the 3 into the 5. Then you have 4 in the 5.
Either his method or my method will
I
work.
mean-
So
Run through your method for me once.
So, fill up the 3.
Fill the 3.
Pour it into the 5.
Yeah.
Fill up the 3 again. Pour it into the 5 until the 5's full.
Okay.
So you have 1 in the 3 and 5 in the 5.
Right.
Pour out the 5. You just discard of it. Pour the 1 from the 3 into the 5. Then fill up the 3. Pour the remaining 3 into the 5. So you
Yeah.
have 1 plus
Yeah.
That is one of the possible solutions.
Yeah.
And then what I had talked about is kind of the inverse, where you start with the 5, you fill the 5 up, pour the 5 into the 3 until the 3's full. So then you'll have 3 and 2.
Yep.
Pour the 3 out, pour the 2 into the 3. So now you have 2 here, and then you'll
Zero
fill
there.
the 5 up again, and then you're going to pour
That works
1
too.
from the 5
Until you fill back
into
up
the 3, and then you'll have 4 in the 5.
That is the other solution.
Ah,
Good job, guys.
So,
I wouldn't have figured out either one.
so you put the 5-gallon bucket on top of the plinth, and it sinks down. And there's a hum, and then red light
Does the
shoots
5
out
gallon bucket need more than the 3 gallon?
and stays locked. Add another one to the counter.
And the door's open when we go back. Right?
Oh, God.
Oh no.
And we have to
16.
probably fill that other bucket with something. The bowl. That's in the other area.
That's what I was thinking.
But we only have 1 bucket and it's a 3 gallon. We could always take it, fill it with Mago just
So,
for the
okay.
sake of
The other one
it.
had 3 on it though.
What's the counter?
The
at?
5 gallon probably has
11.
4 in it. It's not the
Including
plinth.
this?
Right.
Fill the 3, take it back over there.
Yeah.
All right.
I think we should
So-
definitely do that.
The red lightning arcs up and stays that way. All right. So what do you do now?
We take the 3
We
bucket.
check the main
Yeah,
room,
we
see
fill
if
the 3
anything
bucket
changed.
and carry it to the main room with us.
Okay. Someone make a dexterity saving throw to make sure you don't splash yourself with lava.
I have 7 hit points. I'm not here.
I'll make it.
Where? Where's like the
14 plus 9.
paper towel?
So
What's that?
14 plus 9.
All right,
Oh,
you different. So you have 3 gallons of lava, and you go back up to the north room with the thingy.
Oh my.
So now what?
Is the door open?
Oh, no. This door is still in place.
Well, let's take the lava to the bowl.
To the north.
So we need 1, 3, 8. So what if we pour the whole 3 into the basin?
What's that?
What if we pour all 3 of the lava into the basin?
It's 1, 3, and 6.
Oh, 1, 3, and 6.
Yes. So okay. Do you pour the 3 gallons of lava in the basin? What do you do?
Wait, is that how many things there are?
What?
Like, is there a 1, a 3, and a 6 ring in the bowl?
No, no.
There's
there's
consecutive
there's
rings.
3 things on the wall.
I know, but like I was just the inside of the bowl as well. That's what I was asking. Like, does the center look like it would fill 1 gallon? And this?
No, no.
Okay.
I'm just trying to find it.
I don't know what the volume is on a 3-foot diameter, 1 foot deep bowl.
I don't know.
If it's exactly, or if it's like cylindrical, then
I mean, we could try
I
with
don't know
another
what
fluid
CR
too. We got
on
water
it
on
is.
this if you don't want to.
Do we have like 5 gallons of
I
water?
don't know what this.
I don't know if it's even 5 gallons.
What's proficient?
I mean, what happens if someone sits in the bowl?
Does anyone want to sit in the bowl?
I'll sit in the bowl.
Really?
What's that?
I'll sit in the bowl.
Okay, you sit in the bowl. It's not comfortable.
We put a lava in.
You needed a sacrifice. Summer's End was onto something.
Is there anything etched in the bowl?
No, just the
Are there any bodies in
Let's
here?
pour some lava in this bowl.
What if we're wrong though?
It's the only,
And there's lava in
then
the bowl.
then we splash it out.
okay. So what were the 1, 3, and 6 numbers related to?
There's a bowl,
Tungsten plates
Okay.
on the wall.
and there's a dark silver plate with a orb on it with a 1 rune. There's another 3 feet away from that is another dark silver plate with a 3 rune. 3 feet from that is another dark silver plate with an orb on it with a 6 rune.
What if
So which one is? Which door do we want to open? Which number points that direction? Right, east.
or
Which is
Wait, hold on.
That's not an east. False.
hold on? No, if it's we came in on 8 and we're trying to
Is this a
open.
cheesecake pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's a thing.
Some weird.
That's one.
I don't know. Let's put some lava in it.
What significance did the 8 have though?
I don't know. Put the lava in the bowl.
Okay.
Lava's in the bowl.
Is it just
Slowly.
I have no reason to assume this
like
pattern,
it
but I do have
1,
a pattern based on the 1,
2,
3, and
Versus
6.
no,
3,
putting it in the,
4,
we're putting it in the
Maybe
alley.
5,
6, right?
Wherever that
6.
place was.
7, 8.
Oh,
A little better laid out, maybe. Yeah.
That other one might
I
be
think my
easier to
pattern's
edit,
wrong
though.
then.
because like the 2 from the top like branch into 2.
You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
That's I was thinking there's 6, and I was like, that makes no sense though.
Pieces. Oh, look.
6.
Oh, I think you keep track of your hit points.
What?
Okay.
So we're gonna do this. We're gonna
What about the horn? If we were to do that with the pillars, do the horn shape.
What numbers did you say were attributed to the Orange Queen?
They had like 4s,
4,
6s, 5s, 10s,
16,
11s.
10, 5.
He said a lot.
It varies
No, no.
by cult
Good.
and
Oh, it's gonna be the right spelling.
tradition. Some people count the god of balance, some people don't. So there are multiples of 5 that are significant to some particular branches of the religions.
There's not 5 gods. There's
What's
not.
the significance?
There's also not 5 gods.
Yeah, we figured that out
But
last
nobody
time.
knows that.
There's not 5 gods.
We figured that out a while ago.
I asked
Yeah,
Herbert
the
what,
idea, yeah.
if he knows what the significance of 16
Yeah, but we
is.
figured it
Now
out
we know for
last
sure
time.
that
We
guy's
like
a
I asked
dick.
Herbert if he
know.
knows
Not
what
a god.
the significance of 16 is in relation to the Horned Queen.
It's a multiple of
Okay.
4 or 8. Some people ascribe significance to the seasonal gods based on those numbers. I don't know that they have any real significance.
What is?
Nothing I can think of stands out about the number 16 specifically in this context.
It pours the lava in the bowl.
Or else it gets the hose again.
Are you doing it? Yes or no? You dump it in. All right.
It's about time we poured some lava in.
You can't see the interior of the bowl and what happens there, but something does.
Good.
Because it's full of lava now.
Right.
But then the outside
Seems like a
inlay of silver along the edges of the flames flashes with kind of magma lightning, and then it shoots out a bolt of lightning that jumps to the first orb, the second orb, and about halfway to the third orb.
So we just need to get more lava.
And then it goes meh, meh, meh,
So that's
and
what,
then the lava cools immediately, and it is a dark hunk of cold rock.
Heat it back up.
I try to put my spear into heat it back.
I
up.
run to get more lava. Can I go get more lava while he's
Before he does that, can we
Oh,
just
yeah,
chip
we
the
just need
thing
a
out
second.
and do it with
No, we just
like
need more
water?
lava.
Yeah,
Just
we
need
just
more
need
lava.
another full
If you want
bucket.
to,
Yeah, let's chip the stone out and do it with like water.
do you let him?
Yeah, I'll try to pop it out. Yeah, if I can. Like,
spear lit. Your spear?
Yeah.
Can it be?
Oh boy. You're
To try to get a loose edge and then fling it
You're
out.
probably gonna hit
So,
silver
the-
inside and melt the hole.
Nah, it'll be alright, trust me. I've done this before.
Also destroy me.
So you lever her in, like just the tip to kind of like pop
Just
it
the
out,
tip.
Yeah.
and she goes out like that, and then the same thing happens, and a lightning bolt goes out, bzz, bzz, and just almost, not quite, reaches the third one.
We just need another gallon!
I'm coming with a bucket of lava. I'm on the way.
Is your spear dead?
I don't think so.
I-
Can I click her back on?
Yeah, she's a little irritated, but you don't feel like she's been truly harmed.
Do it again. This is exciting.
I'm sorry, baby.
Should get your other cheek tonight.
I hope not. I hope she's not that perturbed at me.
So do we need 2
You're
buckets of
gonna
lava
look
now?
like you're gonna look like what's
Because
his
he emptied
face.
it out, or he melted it again?
No, it's still in there. It
Well, let's
You
get
want to know how I got these scars?
Let's get another bucket of lava in there. That's the only thing.
You look like the guy we got the chalice from.
full bucket.
Okay. So you pop that
Go over.
massive lava out.
Okay.
You dump the 3 gallons of lava back in.
No.
No, 4. 4 now. 4.
I can only get 3.
Don't chip the
That's
lava
the
out.
max amount you can
Yeah,
get.
no. I
Leave the
left.
lava.
I wanted to leave the lava in. I thought as soon as my spear went in, it went out.
It did.
Oh,
So you're leaving the lava in now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we just pour more lava on top of it.
Lava runs off onto the floor.
Oh, it's full.
Yes. Oh well. I don't. Chase, give me that math.
I'm working it all out right here.
Just tell me it's a 3-gallon bowl and I'm happy.
Just give me 1 second here.
Oh my
Paying
gosh.
attention.
You know what? I'm gonna pop on my investiture of flame stud.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scoop the shit out with my hands.
Okay.
I'm immune to fire with it on, so.
Okay. So. Oh, roll a d20 for me.
Oh, it still might not work.
12.
Nope. Doesn't work.
Okay, so then I'm
Right.
not going to scoop it out with my hands.
Okay. So. More lava? We think more?
No.
Seems like the best
I
way
mean,
to go
gallon
about
jugs are pretty big.
Yeah, they are pretty big.
Like, I feel like 3 gallons would be
Pretty big.
enough to fill or closely fill it.
Okay, what are we doing here? Sorry, got a little distracted.
He's trying to figure out the.
Yeah, I thought we just need like 1 more gallon.
Okay.
Volume was of the
1.
sphere divided by 2. He's asking you.
What if you turn the spear on while it's still hot and you like supercharge the magma? You know what I mean? You wait until it was solid. If you just dump it in there as I'm pouring it and then you stir up the magma with hot spear, maybe we can get super magma.
Hot spear soup.
Can I try that?
If you guys want to try it. Make a dexterity check, both of you, to see. Make sure you time it out perfectly.
Okay, while we're doing that, what's the other?
I want you to know I
trying to
have
figure out the
disadvantage on
volume
my
of
checks
the-
because I'm exhausted right now.
Alright.
Bowl
We're gonna be fine.
It would be
for
Well-
3 feet.
what's the radius is 3 feet or the diameter is 3
diameter.
feet?
Diameter 3 feet, 1 foot deep.
19.
8.
What?
18.
Is it a
One
perfectly
foot. Is 1
sphere,
foot
like
deep?
half sphere?
And
Yeah,
Oh, no,
perfectly
now I'm
half
crazy. Never mind.
it would have to be 1.5
Yeah,
as a
yeah.
So,
sphere. So the volume would be, and it's half of it because
He
it's a
says
bowl.
it's a perfect half sphere.
Okay, so it's
You get close enough.
4/6
It's close enough.
pi
How's that?
times 3
Like,
over
so where are you
2
stabbing?
3
squared
feet.
equals
I'm like trying to stir the whole thing.
Nine.
Okay.
He's,
You're stirring and just like
And
Because
I'm
he's
pouring
pouring.
lava.
pour
He's
more
making
and
lava
he
hot.
stirs.
we're baking a lava
You're
cake.
the-
Right?
Making a lava cake.
Beer's bitch tonight when you go to sleep.
Probably.
So the lava instantly cools. The spear goes out. There's a flash of red lightning around the outside of the spear,
She said it's a 3
or the outside of the
diameter.
bowl, along the
Yeah.
inlay of silver, and it shoots out a bowl of lightning that goes bzzz,
the volume would be
7.
bzzz.
Seven,
There's a hum.
7 what?
We did something.
Seven.
I don't know what
Move
we
the
did.
counter up one.
7 feet cubed.
We're at 12.
7 cubic feet, which is how many gallons?
Something on the other side of that door is gonna really hurt.
Yeah, we're just supercharging that door. Or
Yeah,
whatever
that's,
the enemy is.
I don't know what we did, but we did.
52 gallons. That can't be right. But that's
Well.
what 7 cubic feet is.
Is that what
Well,
it is?
it's
Yeah, that's what it is. If it's a 3 foot diameter. That's a 1.5 foot radius. So
yeah.
that's 7 cubic feet.
Come on, Clint. We're even close to filling that motherfucker.
That's 52 gallons.
Just teasing.
I feel like that's wrong, but I can't tell why.
I don't know.
That's what math says.
Well, magic
That's what
says
Google
different.
says. It's been wrong before.
That's what math says.
No, that makes sense. I guess.
It's like this wide and
I mean,
this deep.
52?
52 gallons.
It's not
Yeah, but
unreasonable.
it's 1.5 foot.
Yeah.
If it's a perfect cube, it's 3 foot
Sphere,
It's a
but-
sphere.
sphere by
3 foot in diameter, 1 feet
by
deep.
1.5 foot deep. That's probably 52 gallons.
Wait, what'd you use for your volume formula? For half a sphere, it'd be 2/3 pi r cubed, right?
Absolutely.
Well, if you think about the size of a 55-gallon drum for a second. How wide? Like 3 feet across? You think that barrel
No,
is?
it's 4
And then
thirds
what?
pi.
Well, we're
3,
doing
4 feet
half the
tall?
sphere.
Well,
Because
it's a really good point. 14.14
and I
That's a
divided it in half.
55-gallon drum?
Probably
The same
pretty
thing.
close. I don't know.
Like
I
2.5,
don't know.
3 feet across?
So, what do you guys do now?
How much does a tub hold?
So
I
it's
want to go see if the doors are open.
That's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah, we should go back to the main room, I think, for sure.
So, you guys go back to the main room,
I'm there.
We got 14.
and you find that the middle door and this door have both slid away,
Yes.
We undid it!
and they reveal this room, a 50 foot by 50 foot chamber.
With fire on the
lines
walls.
on the walls.
Catherine Zeta-Jones. Her lasers. We just gotta kick a lot of dust and we'll be able to see them. Boop. Golem?
So, from this distance, you can see that the north and south walls are studded with dozens and dozens and dozens of silver orbs in the wall.
This.
How 12 of them are shooting electricity to their counterparts on the other side of the wall. But like it's not directly across, it's kind of
Catherine Zeta-Jones style.
it's flipped so that each bolt of electricity crosses the giant golem sitting in the center of the room.
She dips beneath the laser.
So
Is that open from Workaholics or okay?
the golem is like it's obviously the golem. It's a huge hulking figure. Because of the red hued light and the sparking bolts of red lightning, it's hard to identify the metal it's constructed of, but you lean towards something that conducts electricity and has high heat resistance. The golem is about 15 feet tall, maybe 8 feet wide. It's massive, bulky, like the Guardian's angry older brother on steroids. It's shaped similar to the Guardian. Humanoid form, simple metal orb for a head. There's a band of blue light across its face where eyes would be on a human, just like the Guardian. It's covered almost like it's wearing a suit of armor in thick plates of metal. In addition to these thick plates of metal, it's plated with those glazed ceramic hexagonal plates. The golem's abdomen is this mess of shattered metal. It looks like something clawed the fuck out of its belly region to expose like metal cables and metal mesh. Tore away chunks of the ceramic armor and like the metal armor. In its abdomen,
point.
in this abdomen, there is this metal mesh of like copper, silver, dull gray metal, as well as silvery white metal that you're unfamiliar with. Within this metal mesh is this whirling ball of lava-like electricity, just like spitting and sparking, and it's being ground out on the mesh. And like, you know, there is, as you look, so yeah. There's some stuff.
Doesn't seem like his weak point anymore, guys. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Well, we obviously got to kick its ass, right?
I think that's what.
And you can see
wants us
like
to do.
as the lightning bolts are arcing back and forth across the room, crisscrossing it, you can see that the ball of energy is getting larger.
Like it's growing as we're looking at it.
Like as you're looking at it, it's getting bigger.
Attack it now.
Is the other side of the room open or closed?
Open.
What do you see through there?
A big big black stone coffin.
Dibs.
Anyone who wants to make a perception check for me.
5.
16.
20 Ben.
So it's very hard to see because it's this big sparking ball of electricity. But you think like there's a slit in the metal mesh, like about the width of a sword blade, like a humanoid sword blade, and like as like tendrils of electricity spin off from this ball. Most of them are ground out on the metal mesh, but some of them aim towards this hole and just kind of go off into the air and like dissipate, and like the ball sinks a fraction of an inch,
So we gotta poke holes in this guy.
possibly.
Our studs are useless right now. They just don't work.
There is a 15% chance they work.
Well, to initiate combat, I'm going to throw a fireball at this motherfucker while he's in there alone.
Oh boy. Here we
All
go.
right.
Okay,
This could
What
be
if it's friendly?
make a d20 roll.
What if he's friendly?
So we're now in initiative.
What if he has like
Okay,
a logic? Let's get him caught in a logic loop.
Is there any
Any
possible way that
modifier?
I could
12.
12. Okay, nothing happens.
You have to
Okay.
defend.
It's
the
okay,
tomb.
nothing happens.
But
do we want
you
to talk
hurt
to
the
this
tomb.
guy?
Try.
Well, let's
Yeah,
get him
might
caught in the
as well
logic
try.
loop. Tell him that he has to defend the tomb.
I'll
But
step
if by
in.
defending the tomb,
I'll step
he
in
hurts
the room.
the tomb.
All right. What
then
I'm gonna
he
do
fails. I don't
while
know.
they're talking to him
And then he's
is
like,
ready in action to have my Cronin cactus ready if we have to go into initiative.
We're in initiative already.
Okay. Well, I'm still readying in action.
But I didn't throw
Did
anything
you-
at him.
No, you didn't do anything.
Exactly.
I
So
thought
Cassius,
you did.
you have the highest initiative. What would you like to do?
It
I'm gonna
failed.
step in the room,
Okay.
see if he does anything. So
oh no, he's gonna shoot a lightning
Where do you
bolt.
move
He's
to?
got a Hadouken.
Lightning
where
bolt.
you,
I'm
where-
gonna
yeah.
move right. We'll say right here in the middle.
Okay. He is aware of your presence.
Give him a wave.
Like the head moves to look at you,
You don't carry mouse.
and like the arms, the
Pretty good friend of
huge, meaty fists
You know
that
the guardian?
could conceivably
You know
hammer
the
a
one.
body into
We know
a
the
wall.
Down the
of
house
metal,
eyes?
ready themselves. One is kind of lower, like it's guarding his abdomen,
Okay, so it does look like.
but it
he's-
can still.
Okay.
So this guy's a puncher, huh?
And then it goes Hadouken, and like, it's like Iron Man with his
Clears.
central beam.
So it's clear that this thing's attacking us. It's not.
Oh yeah. Okay, it's not gonna talk.
Okay, it's not like it's waiting for us to attack
Ask him
it.
if he's the
It's-
other guardian.
Oh, well, if that's the case,
Hey,
if
is
it's
that you?
Do you know the Eisman Guardian?
Is this you? Are you being
if it's gonna do that, I'm gonna move all the way up to it and try to cut into it.
Okay. Move up to it.
use the teeth.
Yes.
You were caught in a
Well,
logic
here, hold on. I'll move
Use the teeth.
there if I can.
That's a lot of movement.
I can move as a bonus action.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I
Damn
would.
swashbuckler robes.
I know, right?
Damn, buckle swash.
Okay.
There's no swatch to buckle. You
So
know that, right? This is a desert world.
There's no buckling or swashing.
Swashbuckler doesn't mean water.
It's strong.
So in the room behind him, there's a
Connections
Metal Gear
to
Solid enemy.
Right. I don't know what that means. I've never played Metal Gear Solid.
Exclamation point. When people
Oh. No, just a coffin.
I thought you were gonna say it was inside of a box.
Pudding! Oh, also true.
That's not any better.
What you got?
It's dicey.
It's a dicey voice.
Well, it didn't hit unless.
22.
What's that?
22.
Excuse me.
No, I didn't hit it.
He said 22.
I rolled an 8 plus whatever my.
22 didn't hit.
No.
So
No,
he's
22
wearing-
Well,
is the number
a
to
22 would hit. Excuse me.
8 plus 9. So.
I was gonna say someone's explained to you bounded accuracy in 5th edition,
I got
right?
17. 17 to hit.
17. No.
Okay.
So for
17
the
does
sake
not
of
hit.
ignoring armor, is he wearing armor?
Actually.
17 and 22 not hitting are completely different things.
Oh, the Shadow Blade.
You
I will
attack his
argue
core
that
directly.
I had not thought of that. I had thought of like, normally it's resistant to like non-magical damage and that sort of thing, and you penetrate that. I will give you advantage on attack rolls because this construct's kind of like float the area of object, living creature. It's all kind of armor.
PX armor.
So I'll give you like advantage on attack rolls.
Armor incarnate.
I'll take it.
Okay. So that's my turn then.
Okay.
That's just Uriel?
That's just because he's got the shadow blade.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Domnal's turn.
I think he said I can share that advantage.
Yeah, it's,
We have pack tactics.
everyone who dives into the shadow blade gets that advantage.
So that's as far as I can move.
Okay.
And I use my second wind.
Okay. All right. Strong opening for the team. Strong opening.
I need to breathe.
Gotta heal. Alright, that's my turn though.
Oh yeah, you're like dead, huh?
Yeah. 1d10 plus 6.
Feels like
I got a 10 though!
There you
That's
So Turok.
Turek. Let's move. Let's move all my moves. Which I believe is like 6 or whatever. 30 feet.
good. Got them all set up.
Okay.
Nice.
You know, if
That's
you use
not
the
bad at all.
lantern, you get a good 2-for-1 effect. 1 healing, 2 the strengthening the studs.
My nail no good.
Yeah, but we also
got an
Good name, man.
lose
He's
kind
not
of
going to
the...
be in here for
No.
7 days.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
And if this place
Yeah.
gets destroyed.
Got a name.
Well, we'll just keep it in our back pocket.
Yeah, we'll keep it for a ring check. We don't quite need it yet.
Well, I guess I'll
So I got 3.
We sure do hate them
Shoot 'em?
Bakusu, don't you? We just really want to kill those.
throw a hand axe
Control
at
that
him.
while
Yeah,
Two of them?
Sure.
I'm not gonna.
I don't even know
just
what
gonna
this
have
guy
it
likes.
follow me.
Okay.
Or try it, please.
Is it just 1?
I'm like 20 feet, right? Oh, that's long range. Damn.
Maybe they'll die.
You're 30 feet away.
I do have a
Only got
bow.
23.
I'll use my bow. That's smart.
He big.
How do I roll?
They only
No.
have 23.
Oh, me too.
16
14
and
AC,
13.
Okay.
I do have higher AC.
Anything else?
Yeah. Yeah, you might want to be careful with all your tricks.
Uriel.
Oh, I never pre-rolled. I was going to, but I never did.
Do you wanna-
It's because I can't really do anything.
I never pre-roll.
Wait, can I?
Yeah, you get
My spear still works in here. I was thinking you didn't.
It doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't anymore? Now the door
No, the door shut.
Okay.
The ice melted off.
Right.
30.
Wow, it's almost like not having any magic and not having any changes.
Yeah, should have took that level of monk. Moving 40 feet's great.
You're just closer to death, friend.
Second wind.
Touche.
Or I'm going to action surge, maybe?
Okay. Action.
I'm gonna wait till I'm in
Yeah.
till in smacking range.
No,
of action
I'll
surge.
just do double movement.
Double move.
I could have done that.
That's what I should have done.
I think
I
it was
did try and
here.
shoot
Okay.
him though, and I just sucked. So it's
You
not
made me
even
lose.
enough.
Where's
I think I was here.
You were here.
5,
5.
10, 15, 20, 25.
So you can use action surge and second wind in the same turn.
Correct.
It's not a bonus action.
Yeah.
Use action surge.
Correct.
That makes
So-
sense.
So, what do you do?
Use second one.
I did. I should have used action surge too.
Your shadow
Either
blade
fix
works fine, by the way.
Could have double
I just want to point out, everyone, that the shadow blade works fine.
It's because it's an echo. It's not magically powered. Come on, where are you going? You got the best item. It's fine.
If you wish to make a
So you're
wisdom
telling me
roll
about
to.
Blackstone?
I draw the weapon.
Okay.
It does.
I don't bring it out though.
You don't bring it out.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Alright. Alright.
No, alright, I will.
That's true.
Okay.
But I'm not going to attack.
Okay. Alright.
There's no studs in
I
the
probably
This is an interesting-
now,
Do you really?
because I took dueling.
What was it, wisdom?
No.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I do not.
11?
I guess I plus 9. So.
See?
Okay.
Oh, that's
We're doing
bonus
great.
damage. What's making my
Canthar.
Can't wait till this fucker starts
Okay.
swinging.
The something is.
Is that a bonus action to activate?
Free action.
What's that?
Purely mental.
I tried again.
Once per turn. It's not.
free action? It might.
Well,
It might just
free
be a
actions you can
sword.
do regardless
I
of
don't
turn.
remember.
Bonus action. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
Plus 1.
1 per turn free
Hey.
action, alright.
I'd have to look
I'm going to
see.
double
Activate
move,
the
so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25,
hope you hit
30,
him.
35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Stop.
There you go.
Don't
Yep.
get
Alright,
close.
and then as a bonus action, I will use my Cronin Cactus.
Okay.
You think he has AoE lightning damage?
I'm gonna go with the final answer. Yes.
Yes, he does. We are
I take my
room full of
Blackstone
land.
shield and I put it in front of me and hide behind
Just
it.
wait till he steps away from the charging dock.
And I guess that's all for now.
Surround him so he can't move.
I'm working on it.
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all.
You Chrome
Yeah.
Cactus? Okay.
Yeah.
That
How long has he
means-
been charging?
Well, you guys restored over half his hit points, so that's pretty neat. Karnan.
I'm just gonna
You
move
could've
my
restored
30
more?
feet. Can I see the slider?
Was he? If we'd got everything perfectly, like, was he dead?
He had 0 hit points at the start of this.
Oh, that's really. Cool.
And now he has 12. This is gonna be easy.
6. So I'm gonna toss each dragon a chunk of meat
Okay.
and ask that they just follow me.
Okay.
So if they do that,
That's fine.
Please
they'll
follow me to
just
battle.
follow me the same distance behind me. They have the same speed as me, so
Throw the meat at him. Don't hit us, though.
Yeah, throw the
I'm
meat.
I'm gonna only move a single. I'm gonna help, but I don't want to throw them up in the mix yet
Right.
because they're
They're young.
pretty
They're very
soft.
fragile right now.
Yeah, they only have 23 hit points.
And their poison is useless against this thing.
Yeah. And I don't think if I just tell
Don't
them
they
to
drip
wait,
acid?
I don't
Can't
think
they acid
will.
bite him?
I don't think they'll
And
wait.
melt
back.
his foot off?
So, if that's it for you, it's the golem's turn.
Bye-bye.
It turns, and when it does, all the bolts of lightning crisscrossing, which you guys carefully dodged, so as to not get electrocuted, shut off.
This is all.
And instead, they start running back and forth in an like it's not just like 12 that are lit up; it's all of them along this wall and all of them along this wall that are lit up now. If you go into these squares, you will get hit with lightning damage.
A lot.
No save.
Oh, in the edge?
Like if you go
Red
in
area.
this 5-foot space with the red lightning on it, if you go there, you will take lightning damage. No save. That is how much lightning there is.
Do you think he's gonna throw us in that area?
I think he's gonna throw you in there.
I think he might try. Or maybe he'll do like a ground stomp?
So
pushes.
he turns to face Cassius, who was the first target that
Let's
came
put him in there.
at him.
Oh, that's a bad idea.
He uses multi-attack. He gets a 17 and a 25.
I think those both hit.
Okay.
Holy.
My
shit.
AC is 17, so he just hits.
Okay. Well, that's
With both of them.
so.
Unless you're
That's-
a warrior.
I just want to point out to you guys that one of those, the one that hit, was both of them hit. The lowest one that hit was a 4 natural roll.
Oh, he takes.
So
You guys can see that a
every
little bit
time.
of like lightning leaks out from the core at his.
Those are
belly.
plus 13 to hit.
Yeah.
Seems like that has a good chance of being hitting me.
Me too.
So, would you prefer I roll or would you like me to do average damage?
He can miss
Doesn't
me
matter.
on a 9.
Okay. You take
Miss on
20
9?
damage and then
I have
another
20
20 damage, both bludgeoning.
Shit, dude.
So 40 damage.
40 damage total. I need you to make a. I need you to make a strength saving
What's your
throw.
roll in a one-hit kill?
Strength save?
A strength save followed by a
This could
dexterity
be a
save.
TP kill.
I think the idea, guys, follow me. Let's not get hit.
This might be a TP kill.
I'm gonna have the damage, the attack. I'm gonna use my uncanny dodge
Okay.
to have the attack damage.
Okay.
So when an attacker you can see hits you with an attack, you can use a reaction to have the attack's damage.
Okay. So you take 30 instead of 40.
Yeah.
Are there like bodies pounded into the ground around this room?
No, that's what the panel was. You guys were supposed to pull off the corpse, and you would see huge Karen Kamano's sized fist
Oh,
marks.
I was gonna do. I forgot
In the
I was gonna
panel.
do it when we came back through.
Yeah.
Was someone
I can
trying
just.
to, like,
I'm just
permanently
picturing.
lock
So you
it?
said-
That guy was like,
No,
running
no,
and
he
got to
pounded
the end, and he was like,
looter into the fucking panel.
She said
Oh,
strength
so that was
save.
him.
Yeah.
Nice. I was worried the wall was gonna like smash this.
18 for my strength,
nice.
Okay.
and
You're gonna do it. I believe in you.
14 for my dex.
It's more.
Oh, nice. So he hits you with this giant fucking metal fist. You go flying back here, and you almost lose your balance, but you manage to stand.
Okay.
Turn around and run into this room.
Also, you see a giant 15-foot long blackstone coffin. There's also like an altar over here, and it looks like it's got some gold on it, as well as like a skull, like a piece of a skull, like a scorched black skull. And there's this huge mural on the back wall.
Does the
Painted. Painted.
Does the scorched black skull look like the top part of a skull?
Yeah, it's kind of like
like this portion of a skull.
And then the
Same one actually.
bacon is the bottom half of the skull?
No, not at all.
Not yet.
Okay.
The skull turn is the top portion of a skull.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
I
also
thought-
the top portion of the skull.
Okay.
And that's the skull turn is white. This is like scorched black.
It's totally Visage of Ash.
It's gonna be a TPK.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But is it my turn right now?
Yeah, it is.
Actually, I was gonna say.
Yeah, it
might
is. It is.
be. It might just be.
Oh, no, he can move.
Grab it and get Oh, he can move.
No, he can't.
Get back here!
I'll never catch
Well, maybe we get out of this room
this
and
you,
we fight
Yu-Gi-Oh?
in the other room.
Yeah.
him. Attack him.
You get an attack of opportunity.
Maybe we fight him
Strike
in the
him.
other room so the lightning's
I'm
not
gonna use
there.
my pre-rolled.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well,
Get him in
This
this turn.
turn. One was a 15. The other was a 24. And I hit for 11 damage.
We don't know if he's even going to leave the room here.
He has
Now I gotta
before.
re-roll my stuff.
He
Oh.
pounded that guy in the
Yeah.
So
11 damage.
history
Yep.
says he probably will.
Doesn't the Shadow Blade deal force damage?
Yes,
Something like that.
it does.
I couldn't
Force
re-
damage technically, but you said it counts as anything to overcome resistance.
Okay. Yeah. And it was 11 damage.
Yep.
18. All right. You guys are almost down to half his hit points.
We haven't even done damage, so.
I know. He started at 0, but you healed him.
Alright. So what does Cassius do?
I don't know.
I'm going to make an attack against him with the cutlass.
Yeah.
19 plus 9, I assume hits him.
I think we're
Yes.
shooting for 22.
Okay.
No, the
So-
AC dropped to 20. You notice that as he stepped away from the energy source, he slowed down just a little bit. Not a lot, but just like
We want to keep him off that motherfucker if we can.
Have to agree.
Okay.
Or
So
stay down, steal his power.
Maybe he only has a plus 12 to hit.
smack their heads. No, he loses the +2 to AC I gave him
Oh,
and the healing.
but he doesn't lose this.
Doesn't lose his
How
immense
does it
strength. His strength is
I don't
24.
remember.
So he's not like super duper strong. He's just huge.
He's only 4 stronger.
Straight up
than me.
1.5 times.
That's I can't.
But he's
remember.
also
I
15
haven't
feet
read in a
tall.
while.
Or do you?
So he's a
Takes
medium
12
creature.
weapon
No,
necrotic.
he's large. That's large.
He's larger.
12 necrotic. I'm going to use my sneak attack on him for the swashbuckler feature.
Okay.
And
12 necrotic.
yep, 12 necrotic. 16. 22 slashing damage.
Slashing damage.
But it's with a special thing.
Is it?
Yeah. It's with a special sword.
Well, this is the Scarlet Cutlass. I'm just keeping track of the necrotic damage.
It's a Scarlet Cutlass. I mean, I think it just.
The blue light across his eyes goes red.
Oh,
He's been struck for the first time.
he's bloody. That probably is a good thing.
Okay.
He's upset at least.
Does it come like
and then I'm
like
gonna use
a
my-
growl like this?
Yes.
Yes!
It's angry eyebrows.
Did they move when it turned red? Did they go like?
Yes.
I'm gonna double move. I'm gonna move as far as I can to get to here next to the brazier
Oh.
with my bonus action.
Would you guys prefer that I read off the mural now, or do you want to wait till after the battle? Let's wait till after the battle.
After battle.
Where do you want
He
to go?
shows his
I'm
weak
gonna
point.
move right to here.
Okay.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to dash.
Okay.
I had advantage, but I no longer do. So I'm gonna reroll everything.
Chase.
Yeah.
I just rolled for my
20 to hit.
Yes.
action
Okay.
surge
So
this
this
turn.
is for
And I double crit.
my spear's damage. That's a lot of ones.
This is the same attack as the other crit. Because this one doesn't count.
So 14 radiant,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna
This is
spend
just
a
the
key
cutlass.
point
And then this is sneak attack.
to do 2 unarmed strikes. 19 misses, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then a 22 to hit.
That hits.
So that hits for 9 bludgeoning. And then I'm gonna use my action surge
I think that's might just be.
and attack again. Natural 20.
Nice.
So is that still double weapon die for your campaign?
1.5 times max die.
There you go.
1.5 times max die.
So 8 would be 12.
So I roll 12 d8.
Is this with the spear?
Yes.
Oh, cyclone of flame.
Hey, you got
Good thing you moved.
So it's just regular damage.
Okay.
But
So 5d8 then.
yeah, 5d8. But the benefit is that it's a cone of effect.
All right. So that's 8 plus 8, 16, 20, 25, 27 radiant.
27 radiant damage.
Yep. And that's my turn. Really glad I used that action surge.
Turok.
Oh,
All right.
My initiative is 14, by the way.
Yes,
So
I have that document.
I'm ready for the grade.
it's 14 as
Yeah, that's
because
right.
of the chronic cactus.
Yes. Oh. I will document that. Turok.
Well, I'd like to move as far as I can towards the thing. Yep.
Good double move.
Yeah, probably a good idea.
I mean, 100%.
Let me just let's get on the opposite
action
side
surge.
of Domnal.
Remember, you have action surge, so you can still attack and move.
Action surge.
Probably a good idea.
Do it. Fuck them up.
You have an advantage.
Hey, I get to reroll this one. That's awful. It's worse.
Oh no!
And that one. So that one is 26. So that one will hit.
All right.
1d6
Oh,
plus 8.
I totally forgot I have 2 attacks. I didn't roll 2 attacks.
Go ahead and resolve it while we're doing
No,
that.
it's fine.
damage.
It's my fault.
So you stab your spear in and
Resolve it.
it's not nearly like it just clunk.
Fucking resolve it, dude. We're gonna die.
I missed anyways.
We're gonna fucking die, dude.
I missed anyways. So
Great.
Fucking die.
I'm here now in front of him.
Like
I
it
don't
like
know about
like
that.
your spear is
It might kill us.
not nearly as effective as it used to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
He might kill us.
no, we got this.
That means it is your real's turn.
I move up,
The man's got a plan.
and then
What's he doing?
I miss my first attack, and then crit.
Oh!
60
Damn!
damage.
What's that?
60 damage.
So how many crits?
3.
3. And it's would be
1d10 plus 5.
Yep. Okay. All right. You did it right. Sorry. I just like to double check because we don't use the crit rules very often. 60 damage.
60.
Damn!
I got a 20,
Maybe
a 19, and then a 20. And the second
Where'd
two
you
were
find
just
this?
at the same time. Got a 19 and 20. I was like,
Do
Okay.
You just saved the party's lives.
Ooh, ow, my neck.
those might be like the only crits I've ever gotten in this campaign. I can't think of any others.
Kenneth, you're up. Unless you want to save the day more.
Action
I
surge.
action
Fuck
surged.
it.
That
Oh,
was his
shit.
action surge, yeah.
I was gonna say,
Fucking-
how else did you get that many attacks?
fucking action surge again.
He has 4 attacks.
That's a good fucking round, man.
Yeah, no shit. That's awesome.
Is this thing holding a weapon or
Nope,
is
just
it
fists.
punches?
It's holding 2 very powerful fists.
I
got-
can't disarm
got
his
punches.
hands though.
I mean,
Has anybody
Can
climb him?
yeah, you
wanna try?
really have to disarm him.
Yeah.
Take his arms off. Get out your pan flute.
Put him to sleep.
Hey, don't be making fun
We
of my
have
food.
a apple
I'm gonna
thing
go
too
for-
healing,
I
don't we?
got dice set and vehicles.
Like, threw him out like
Want
Keltrott's
some
like,
sort of apple that we got
It's
from
cool,
Target.
it slips like Scooby-Doo on your dice.
Like it was an immortal apple or something like
No,
I have no
yeah, because it was
idea.
had a stub in it.
Grocery?
it
was for
You're
silence.
good at riding a
Oh.
It
wagon?
was a silence apple.
I thought it was a healing thing.
No, it
See
wasn't.
how that thing.
I thought it was an infinite eating apple.
You can't even break the skin with its teeth. With your teeth.
Well, yeah. That's what I first saw when I saw it. I was like, yes, an infinite apple.
So I rolled a 14 and a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
23 hits. Okay. And it was a
I
D8.
need to get that from background.
Oh shit. It's possible.
So 3 plus 8, 11 damage.
Put your finger on the paper.
He's down.
He's
Yeah.
He's down.
Final strike.
care about this page. There's nothing.
So he kind of, and he falls on Domnal.
No, I couldn't rip it.
Domnal's dead.
You know, I would have pulled the whole page. Well, that's what paper was for.
It was a good fight.
It was.
Hey guys.
Gandara, I died bravely. I braved diedly.
And
So-
then I
delirious.
remind everybody that I called dibs on the coffin, and I ring the coffin.
All right. So the final chamber is slightly larger than the golem chamber, maybe 60 feet by 60 feet. The room is mostly barren, but it does have a couple interesting features. On the far wall is a wall-sized mural that looks like it was painted onto the black stone, and then like you guys know? Do you guys recall the glass that was in Karen Manos' coffin?
Yeah,
The
it was
crystal
like
clear,
a crystal
extra durable. It looks like a plate of that was put over it to protect it from like the heat and the dry air and that kind of thing. The first thing you notice is the 15-foot long black stone coffin that I've marked with that rectangle. Then there's the big mural. The third thing is a little altar by where Cassius is standing. It's a couple feet wide, couple feet tall, like about chest height on you guys. On it is what looks like a large scorched black fragment of a skull, and if I can bring up my phone for a moment, I can show you a picture of kind of what the skull looks like. If I remember where I have it saved.
Oh, yeah.
That would have been cool to try the
That's cool.
skull
It's
on,
like
like,
multiple windows.
the changer skull.
So,
I thought it was
like
a
I said, it's the
Yeah.
kind of the top
Similar.
forehead area and the right side, no jawbone, but it looks kind of like the skull is kind of angular and bony like that.
Oh, you mean like a horned queen?
If you want to pass that around for everyone to see, can everyone kind of see it?
Nice. But it's just like the top half of
Yeah,
the
it's
skull.
just like the top, like kind of like the orbit of the eyes is still there, but like it stops at the nose and kind of. So it's kind of. A weird
And there's
thing.
just like bony protrusions on
Yeah,
it.
you can see like this. You from the fragments, you can see like the stump of a broken horn like in this area, and then
How?
like here and like here.
How big is this skull?
I don't know how to like. I don't know what like. I've never done the dimensions of what a 12-foot tall humanoid skull would be sized, but like that, it's comparable in size to the skull turd.
So it's like twice the size of a normal skull.
Yeah, thereabouts.
Roughly?
Yeah. Not as bigger than yours, but not as big as Karen Mouse's.
Okay.
Probably be in the range of 18 inches
Yeah.
tall.
So like, it would fit over your skull.
Yeah, you could wear it on your head.
What is my spear doing?
She's very interested in it, and she wants you to grab it right now and put her up against it. Would you like for me to describe the mural first? May I please do that?
Before you
Yes.
Yeah,
obliterate
I'm,
this piece
I'm
of
holding
skull.
her back, like, but I'm looking at everyone else, like, what the fuck should I do? We know what just happened last time I touched one.
So the mural has been expertly painted, and it like I said, it's a glass covering of the extremely durable crystal clear glass that covered Karen Manos' coffin. It depicts a burner or an efreet. The figure is posed kind of like this on like a rock, and she has a kopish, that huge kopish in this hand, this left hand.
Captain Morgan.
The Captain Morgan. She's doing the Captain Morgan. Why did I not think of that?
So the spear should have been a kopish.
The hilt of the kopish is pretty normal looking, and it has some kind of like charm dangling from the end of it on a chain. The charm appears to be like a coin-sized disc of gold, studded with like 8 small rubies along the outer edge. It's got a symbol on it that is the 8 horns crossed with the kopish. The blade of the kopish is this heavy, curved blade, but it's not metal or blackstone. The artist has expertly painted the blade to look like the surface of the sun. Dark, angry red color with tongues of flame like solar flares erupting from its surface. The figure's nude except for a skirt of, or like kilt of dark metal mesh that hangs down past her knees. Her fingers and toes end in long black claws. She's got rows of curving black spikes on each of her forearms, as well as like spikes jutting out of her elbows and knees. Her skin is a dark coffee color, and based on scale, she's about 13 feet tall. Whipcord thin, like bones are standing out against her skin, like she's emaciated and on the verge of starving to death. Her face is all angles and sharp cheekbones, as if that skull that I showed you were covered in skin. And there's this sort of smirking half smile spread across her thin lips, and you can see just the barest hint of jagged black teeth. Her ears are pointed, like an elf's, I guess. Like they're pointed and curved like an elf's, maybe. I don't know. And you can see they're studded with like black splinters of metal, not like earrings or like studs, just like a sliver of black metal like shoved into her ear.
Beautiful.
She's beautiful the way a shark is beautiful. She has an impressive array of horns, thick black curving away from the side of her head, rhino horn. You know, like the horns that I've described on the burner or white. That is clearly her. Her eyes have no whites and no irises. Instead, they're just orbs of pitch black night with bright silver stars at the center of them, where an iris where people would be. Do you show her the mural? Like
Oh,
pointer?
yeah.
Make an insight check for me.
8.
Cool talk, bro. So, she definitely wants to touch that skull.
I mean, I'm looking for everyone else for validation. I can't go across Yafka just soaking up all the artifacts. Like, I feel like the party's gonna start to resent Domnal.
He's the closest person to it.
I'm not gonna do anything with it.
Karn, you want this magic item?
No.
I mean, I'll take it if it's just up for grabs.
Don't get me wrong, Domnal wants this motherfucker, but like, you guys are his friends too.
No.
He doesn't want to.
Karna does not.
What's the story with the? Is she in here?
Do you guys investigate
Let's
the coffin?
look inside, yeah.
Do you investigate? Okay, so it's this huge black coffin.
What does she do?
It's got writing on it. Do you want to try and use comprehend languages?
Is he healed yet?
It's midnight. Wow, that fight took so long.
Yeah, I do.
Give it a shot. D20 roll.
19.
So the runes read: "Here suffers Shaka Tellerdell, entombed for eternity for his betrayal of Okasa, our beloved queen of light and fire. May his fires never burn again."
Oh yeah, no! Don't fucking open this coffin. Do not fucking open this coffin.
Shaka
So open it.
Canathar opens the coffin.
So the Blackstone altar has a red cloth draped over it. The skull is sitting there, and the spear is just longing for it. You can see the broken stumps of horns. We've already gone over that. Flanking the skull are piles of molten gold. You can see like the suggestion of coins and rings and jewelry and that sort of thing. But it's all like half melted and kind of like pooling and kind of running off the altar.
What happens if you put it on versus touch it?
Yeah, maybe like I don't know.
Somebody
Just the tip.
I don't know. Like my spear wants it. Like I don't know if I'm willing to put it on.
She's starting to get very agitated with you
Just
for
the
not
tip, dude. Just put your tip.
touching
Tip
it.
your head in there.
I touch her to it. I can't resist.
Wait!
So
I want to see what it does first.
He did it.
I yell wait before he does it. And I said, I'm going to put it on. I just want to know what it does.
make a strength
If
check
it's
to hold her back.
24.
Okay, she's struggling against you now. She's so close.
I sprint up there full speed, and I clap on my head.
Domnal really hates that.
Uriel turns to like this ashy figure of like smoking, burning embers.
Am I in pain?
No, you're not paying.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Like all you can see is like thermal vision right now.
You're a predator.
But you're not in pain.
No, I might.
Like it's a weird adjustment, but like you can tell that like the spear is super hot, Domnal is super hot. These guys are like room temperature.
What about the body in the coffin?
The Blackstone will block it out. You can't.
Ooh, isn't there glass on the top?
No, the glass is on the mural.
Oh.
The Blackstone is all solid Blackstone. No way to see inside.
I pitch a rock at him.
You throw a rock at him? Whoosh.
Yeah.
Goes through.
That's true. See, this is cool.
That's sick.
Even if you get it, like...
I try to grab it off him. Does my hand just go through him?
What are we going to do with
You touch the
this?
spear to it?
Dodge him.
I don't want to kill Uriel somehow or something.
How many people do you want in your head, Domnal?
I just want you to know I'll criticize everything you do if you kill me.
I'm gonna
I don't want to
send the
kill
cutlass
Uriel.
to it. Does the cutlass do anything?
Nope.
This thing's sweet.
See, this thing's sweet.
I'm gonna draw.
Well, no, you You feel like a tingling, stinging sensation, like where he passes the teeth through, but like you're just this pile of black burning ash right now, so like it doesn't really inconvenience you so much.
Is the skull still there, and the rest of his ash? Or is it he's just
Well,
like a humanoid figure?
Like
he's like a floating skull
So
with
that's
ash.
specifically what I tried to grab was the skull
Oh.
off of him. That's
Let me-
was Domnal's intention, to rip the skull off of him.
1 second.
As he's doing that, I want to trace my name through his ashes.
I hope you finish before he grabs the.
He comes back and it's burned into your back.
Or he takes it off you and
Yeah. The skull. I just thought you were like grabbing it. The skull can be grabbed. I guess making a if you're trying to grab him, make opposed acrobatics versus dexterity saving throw. You have advantage.
That's if you're avoiding his hand too. Yeah.
If you're trying to avoid letting him grab the skull.
It might just be reaction. Someone reaches at you quick, you dodge it.
You sure you didn't misspeak and say athletics, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, damn.
What'd you say I have?
Acrobatics.
Dexterity.
You have to beat a 9.
It's not.
Dex save.
Yeah.
Eight.
Yoink.
No, don't destroy it. Just wear it. Just put it on. It's really cool.
All of a sudden you feel heavy again, and like you have like 5 lines. Like where were you hitting him?
I was just in his back, like.
You have 5 like lines of pain like across your back.
Oh.
Like ooh, stinging, ow.
So it doesn't make you immune, just temporarily, like.
Well, I'm still like a thing, but it's not. Like you can be hurt, but it's not like you're not.
Like
untouchable.
you've taken like I don't know. I think like
half the damage.
what does it do? 1d20.
It's 1d6.
I'm just gonna call it 5 damage because there are 5 teeth that he scratched with. So that's what it is. It's a very, very minor transference of damage.
As he drew close and the spear drew closer, did I feel the
You
heat
felt the
of that?
tug. You felt the tug from the spear.
But did I feel like the heat of the spear itself?
No.
Like, I got
Put
it
it in
in
the
my
spear.
hand, and I got the spear in my hand. And
Make another strength check.
Oh my gosh!
Put it in the spear, bud.
Don't do it. Put it on your head.
Yeah, if you wear it, maybe
17.
you can talk to her.
You resist her.
Put it on your head.
Yeah,
It's
can you
pretty
talk
fucking
to her
cool.
if you've got it on?
You haven't even tried it.
I wonder if it does something different, like with me holding the spear.
Of course, what if he goes to
I don't
want to
make her mad though.
Drops the spear and
You put it on your head, you get sucked into the spear.
Yeah, he gets sucked into the spear and then he's there with her.
Just put it on your head. Do
Let's
it.
try
Do it.
And then only Domnal
See
can
how
pick
it
up
makes
that
you feel.
spear.
I touched the spear to it.
Oh.
I can't.
Maybe it won't blow up.
It won't blow up. He'll just suck it up and the spear do more damage.
It's totally done. It's gone.
You press her molten metal tip to the forehead of the spear, and there is an immense sense of satisfaction and release coming off of her. It instantly crumbles away into this cloud of ash that swirls in the air before you. And then as you all watch, this cloud of ash starts to glow from within like burning coals, just like it was with Uriel while he had the mask on. Then the mass of burning ash starts to approach Domnal and the spear. It swirls around them, and the spear cycles up to do 1d8 more damage. It'll cap at 12d8 on the outside once you can access magic again. It sheds more light, and then the burning ash cloud starts to split apart, and it wraps around Domnal's left thigh, and kind of like smoke, and burning ash, kind of wafts off of it, and then it wraps around his right forearm, and burning ash and smoke wrap around him there, and then more of it kind of coats his forehead and the right side of his face, and you'd see the smoky, ashy, burny stumps of horns around his head now. So,
Yeah, you should probably
Like
stop
permanently?
giving stuff to that spear.
Like permanently.
You're gonna turn into the Horned Queen.
I have a problem.
I don't know if we can support this anymore.
He has an
so
addiction.
now she caps at 12d8 radiant damage. She sheds 60 feet of bright light, 60 more of dim.
Second thing, when she's on, the smoking, burning ash and embers wrap around your head, left thigh, and right forearm. I wonder why that is. And because of this, your unarmed attacks now deal +3 radiant damage. This includes flurry of blow.
Those are the 3 pieces I have over.
This includes flurry of blow unarmed attacks, but not if you use a monk weapon.
Oh, could you repeat that last part again?
You get +3 radiant damage on unarmed attacks. This includes flurry of blows, but not if you use a weapon, a manufactured weapon.
Okay.
This is just punching, kicking, elbowing with a flaming, smoking fragment of a god's arm.
All right.
You guys solved my puzzle.
Hell of a puzzle.
Congrats.
So, that's all I have for you today. For recovering and destroying, but still being able to use 2 blades of bone and flame, you all gain a level.
And the Visage of Ash.
And the Visage of Ash. Well, I'm counting it as a blade of bone and flame.
Okay.
So we gained a level.
Everyone's a level 11 now.
Yay.
Another extra attack.
Yeah.
This Domnal is what a real warlock looks like. Crazed, unknowable entities, unimaginable.
Isn't this what got him in trouble in your last campaign?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's kinda different,
You
right?
knowingly make the pact.
yeah.
I mean, you had an idea.
3
I'm
attacks.
saying he didn't know
Oh.
to make the pact.
It's
So
a
don't
slow
do it.
process. It's a slow
Kyle.
burn.
Can take 6 attacks in a turn now.
Kyle.
Yeah,
Do
hopefully
you want to see why my bucket method
Imagine
was,
Axe surging and hitting
was
you like 0
mathematically
times.
superior?
That's all we have.
6 dice. I figured.